2021 schedule as the Southwestern Warriors continue their no excuses uncharted territory tour at home versus a new foe, the Simon Kenton Pioneers. Hello, my friends, alongside Michael Gregg, Pat Harris, and Jeremiah Jones. I'm Josh McKinney. Entrust Healthcare Services High School Football, presented by the Don Franklin Family of Dealerships. It is the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Saturday night special. Cue the Skinner. Michael, good evening, my friend. Southwestern 2-0, Simon Kenton 0-2. Teams on opposite ends of that win-loss spectrum here tonight.
Awful early, though. And
indeed,
Simon Kenton's losses have come to no slouches. So it's Coach Foley definitely is not underestimating his opponent tonight. Mentioned that on his schedule, Simon Kenton going to be one of the toughest teams his team is going to see this year. So he's kind of looking to still see what his team has, and this team going to help develop that opinion early here.
Absolutely, certainly. And you'll hear it several times tonight. Simon Kenton, Southwestern stepping up. Simon Kenton, a 6A school. Southwestern, of course, 5A. Coached by Jason Foley, his third season at Southwestern, 18-8 as head coach, 43-14 overall in his coaching career. And the Warriors 2-0 after another 50-plus point effort last Friday night in Nicholasville over Westchester. 55-25. The Warriors trailed, Michael, 13-7 at the end of the first quarter, but then they hung 6 straight scores on the Colts to put the game away with 6+ minutes to go in the third quarter. A big turnaround from just kind of an ugly opening quarter last Friday night.
And we've saw that for really 2 weeks in a row, kind of a defensive hiccup early. And I don't know if the team's coming out a little flat or nervous, or Coach just said blown assignments. And it happens, and it has happened to Southwestern, looking to improve upon that. Josh, one of the keys, and we'll talk about that later, but Simon Kenton much more adept at passing the football
absolutely
than any opponent that Southwestern saw so far this year. So I hope they cleaned up some of that in the secondary of the defense, or Simon Kenton's going to have a field day.
Absolutely. That is very well said. Going back to last week, players of the game offensively, the big bull, Gideon Brainerd, defensively, Ezra Major, and the lineman of the game, Brandon Myers. Second straight year for Southwestern, starting 2-0, the fourth time in the last 5 years at that mark, heading into week 3 since 2017. And much like last week, Michael, first ever meeting with Simon Kenton. Now, I'm going to correct myself. If you were with us on our broadcast last week, I mistakenly said Southwestern and Simon Kenton had played before. Well, it was a team in the northern part of the state. That was actually Boone County that Southwestern played. It was not Simon Kenton. So this is the first matchup between Southwestern and Simon Kenton. My sincere apologies.
Well, and we don't know. We've talked about this, you and I, Josh, that when we go up there next year, is it going to be a Saturday game? We're not sure. We think the reason this was a Saturday game, distance and just getting a school bus and getting kids out of school and coming down here. This is, high school football, and in the classroom comes first. And so getting kids down here almost 2.5, 3 hours on a bus, pretty good trip.
So if we're going there next year, what time are we leaving tomorrow to get there?
Nope, we'll just wait and see.
A little too early?
A little too early.
We'll worry about that next year. Southwestern hosting Simon Kenton here tonight as the Warriors 2-0 coming into tonight's contest. Simon Kenton, coached by Jeff Marksberry. We appreciate Coach very much supplying us with rosters and two depths. Coach, thank you for that. We certainly appreciate it. And, of course, he's absolute class act, and you don't stay around 22 years at a school if you're not a class act. 22nd year as head man of Simon Kenton.
Yeah, that's impressive. Very impressive. Very impressive.
His ball club 0-2 as they have started the season. But again, Simon Kenton, a 6A school. They started with a home loss, a tight one. They lost at home versus Oldham County, 35-29. Then they lost at home to Highlands last week, 53-38. Here tonight, it is the first road test for Simon Kenton. Tough slate early. 6A, it's a whole different thing to deal with. 5A, 4A, every class poses different problems and different issues.
Well, and you can look, we're video broadcast tonight, so our listeners, our viewers at home can see the number of kids on this Simon Kenton squad. That's one of the differences you see with these 6A programs. A lot more kids to pull from, and just the size of the rosters. You can see the difference here on the video screen.
Absolutely. First time Simon Kenton has started 0-2 on a season since 2007. They won Game 3 that season. That was Connor. They have never started 0-3 under Coach Mark Sperry. The Pioneers looking to do that tonight, get their first win of the season. The Warriors trying to keep them from doing that. This first road game of the season. Again, for Simon Kenton, making the long trek to the reservation. First ever meeting with Southwestern, and they host the Warriors next year. Michael, I want to ask, not playing Friday night, changing it to Saturday, long bus ride on Saturday, that changes everything that really both teams have known since the season started.
Agreed.
It's different.
It very much so. And I know when I came over and interviewed Coach Foley yesterday, he just said how strange it was that he didn't have a ball game on Friday night. And it was just an adjustment for the routines and rituals that coaches and players have during the football season. So it's different. We talked about the passing attack of Simon Kenton. Chase Crone's a QB. He's averaging 257 yards passing per game.
He can sling it.
6 TDs already, averaging 3 per game. And the leading rusher is Jaden Lawson, averaging over 100 yards a game. He has 1 TD rushing. That QB that's thrown for 6, oh, by the way, he's rushed for 2 as well, so he's multidimensional. Some offensive weapons on Simon Kenton.
Certainly, and you look to who scores the most points for Simon Kenton. That would be their fantastic wide receiver in Chase Williams. 18 total points coming into tonight. Then Chase Crone, a couple points behind that at 16 points per. And then you flip it to the defensive side for Simon Kenton. They will get after you, and that defensive effort is led by Chase Gill. 21 total tackles coming into tonight, 2 defensive sacks, a tackle for loss as well. And then you got Joe Umrock as he's a disruptor defensively, as he's high on the team in tackles for a loss, and nearly a handful coming into tonight. Those guys, offensively, that Southwestern offensive line, you saw how well they came in to being last year and how good of a job they've done this year. Got to account for those 2 guys. Simon Kent will come after you.
They will. And Josh, I think this is a good segue for us to talk about the keys to the game tonight for Southwestern. You talked about that defensive pressure and the statistics on that defensive line. Southwestern's offensive line has played fantastic this year. I think, obviously, their success lies with how successful an offensive line can stand up and create time for the QB and create paths for the running backs. And then the defensive secondary. If Simon Kenton throws the ball like they have early this season against Southwestern, if Southwestern can't put pressure on the quarterback and defend the passes, it may be a long night for Southwestern. And the keys of the game are brought to you by White's Cabinets. At White's Cabinets, they provide their customers with friendly service. They value your business, and it is their mission to provide reliable products and services. The courteous and professional team at White's Cabinet Design Center can turn your vision into reality. Visit the White's Cabinet Design Center on the corner of South 27 and Slate Branch Road to learn more about what they can do for you.
Team average numbers. One more point on Simon Kenton. Offensively, averaging 452 yards of total offense, as averaging $195 on the ground, 257 through the air. Defensively, they're giving up more than that. They're giving up 525 yards of total offense, as they have allowed 330 total yards of offense. 330 total yards of offense this season, averaging an $195 on the ground. And you flip it to Southwestern, you look at their averages, and again, 3rd game of the season, a small sample size, no doubt about it. Southwestern averaging 55 points a game, giving up 20 points per. That's what they're averaging. 419 yards on the ground is what Southwestern is averaging. That is insane. That's Madden-esque.
Yeah, they had over 300 at halftime last week.
That's insane.
It is, yeah.
And they had a bad quarter last week.
And they had a bad quarter.
123 yards through the air is what Southwestern is averaging. 536 total yards of offense. That is insane. That is video-like numbers. And again, a small sample size through 2 games this year. But on the defensive side of it, even though you've got that hiccup defensively to start both games of the season, and Coach Payne, as soon as he came down from on top last week, you all got any advice on how we can stop doing that?
Stop spotting the team.
So that's what he said.
That is what he said.
That's unbelievably frustrating. But even with that, Southwestern averaging only giving up 51 yards on the ground. Only 51 yards on the ground. Again, it's through 2 games this season. At $168 through the air. Southwestern defensively giving up 219 yards per game. That's pretty stout.
It is. Defense is going to get tested today.
Indeed.
And again, if there's been one weakness on the defensive side of the football, it's certainly not the run defense.
No, it is not.
They've been stout. It's the pass defense, and they've almost drafted the perfect opponent to work on that because they're going to work them tonight. And again, passing the football is what Simon Kenton likes to do. And you mentioned that receiver who's stacking the stat book, if you will. I would look for Mason Hibbert to be matched up on him. He generally draws number one.
He does.
And, of course, it's not just Mason. You got Dylan Bland. It'll be on that defensive backfield. Several other young men are going to get some time back there. But it's going to be an interesting game. Saturday game, excited. If you've not made it out to the field, you still got about 20 minutes before kickoff, so come on out. If you can't come out, then we're glad you've tuned us in.
Exactly. And you mentioned Mason Hibbert, and let's document. We'd be remiss if we didn't. We had the long conversation throughout the second half last week and the lengthy conversation with Coach Foley in the post game. Quarterback, okay? The big question coming into the year was the linebacking core. I think the linebacking core is kind of settled down, and we kind of understand moving parts in that linebacking core. Well, for the guy leading that Southwestern offense, what are we going to see tonight? We saw 3 quarterbacks last week. We saw 2 the week before that. Does Hibbert start tonight? Does Colin Burton get the start? Or, we were having the conversation, does the youngster, Ryan Anderson, see his time call?
Talk to Coach a little bit about that in the Coach Foley show, so stick around and listen to that. But Mason Hibbert is the guy that's got the experience. He knows the offense more than the other QBs on the roster, and there's a lot of skills there. And I'm going to take off. I'm just going to be the fan for a second. The young man just needs to calm down and settle down.
Agreed.
He has a lot of weight on his shoulders. He's playing in really every facet of the ball game. Outstanding athlete. And, of course, I've told Coach Foley, let the young man run. The issue is they've got a lot of horses in the stable. They don't need him to run. The reason I'd like to see him run, I think running, getting him confident would open up the pass attack because he can throw the football, and there's some receivers out there that can catch the football. Again, so the senior, look for Hibbert to start the game. He did not say he was going to have a short leash on him. He didn't say that. He's got the leadership to do the job, and Coach Foley has got the faith in the young man.
I understand that completely. The only thing I would add to that is on the part of Mason, don't worry about screwing up.
Absolutely. Relax.
Don't worry about messing up. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Because you're going to.
Absolutely.
You just got to forget about it.
Absolutely. Next play is the most important. On the other side, and again, not second guessing Coach Foley. If Hibbert's your guy, he's your guy. He's your guy. But that's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, we're just along for the ride.
We are indeed.
And we enjoy being a part of it.
We certainly do. As I said last week, Coach Foley has forgotten way more football than I would ever know. And speaking of Coach Foley, we'll get to that just in a second. And Trust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football on Lake Cumberland Sports. I'm Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg. It is the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Cue the Skinnerd, Mr. Saturday Night Special at the reservation. Southwestern 2-0 versus Simon Kenton 0-2, 5A versus 6A. Enough from us. Let's hear from the head chief himself, Coach Jason Foley. It's the Coach Jason Foley Show on Lake Cumberland Sports.
This is Michael Gregg with Lake Cumberland Sports. I'm sitting down with head ball coach Jason Foley, the Southwestern Warriors coach. Week 2, your squad picks up the road win against West Jessamine, 55-25. West Jessamine had some very nice athletes, and your defense made things tough on them all night. Defensively, your team gives up another first drive touchdown through the air, and this week's opponent being much more adept at passing. What adjustments have you made defensively?
Well, I think you're right. The biggest thing defensively, overall, I think we've played pretty well our first 2 games if you can just take away that first initial drive. And we've just got to come out of the gate. I think it's just been a matter of coincidence. I don't expect that to keep happening. I think we'll get it fixed. but we certainly don't want to keep giving up touchdowns the first drive. So it's just been a couple coverage breakdowns. It's not really nothing, from a talent or athletic standpoint. It's just been a miscue with our secondary, and I think we'll get that fixed. We're confident in that, and we just got to come out a little stronger in that first drive.
Offensively, your team rushed for over 400 yards and passed for more than 100. That's 2 weeks in a row that you can say that about your offense. So 2 games in, how would you rate your offensive performance?
Well, I think this early in the season, I'd have to give it an A right now. I'm never going to be satisfied, and we certainly have a long ways to go to get to playoff mode. But I think, first game or two for us to come out and, go for over 500 yards of total offense, we'll take it. And we just want to not get satisfied, keep improving week to week, and keep expanding a little bit, and I think we'll be good.
Coach, your running backs, everybody scores a TD last week with Crisp getting his in the return game. And Brainerd was our offensive player of the game, rushing for 117 yards on only 6 attempts. And Bland was a perfect, scoring 2 TDs on 2 carries. Can we expect more of the same this week from this group?
I think so. That's the goal anyways, is for those young men to do what they do. It's a great group of kids, all 5 of them are so explosive. They all have their strengths, and so far they've really meshed well together, and they really enjoy seeing each other do well. They like blocking for one another, and that's the thing I'm enjoying the most, is just seeing them enjoy helping each other get in the end zone, and that's been a great thing to see so far, and I think those boys will keep doing that.
So, Coach, we need a nickname for this group. Is there a nickname in the locker room for this group of running backs?
You know what? We're going to have to come up with something. I think you're right. It's nothing we've tabbed yet, but I think it'd be something we can think about anyways.
Okay. I'll talk to McKinney. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yeah, he'd come up with something good.
Those guys' waves being paved by a fantastic offensive line. Braden Myers was our lineman of the game last week. Matt Lloyd, Nico Pascarella, Tyler Russell, and Maddox Mink continue to make statements. And then defensively, you've done a very nice job containing the rushing offense of your opponent. Your quarterback play was solid, and we saw 3 take snaps last week, Hibbard, Burton, and Anderson. The passing aspect of your offense started to look more comfortable last week. How do you anticipate this week and the quarterback rotation?
Well, I've said from the get-go, we've got 3 capable quarterbacks. They're all different. Mason is our athlete, maybe our best athlete on the team, so he can do some things with his legs, and he has the best knowledge of our system. Colin Burton, the sophomore, has come in both games, and we have really put points on the board when he's came in. So that's been very encouraging. He's starting to learn the offense better and better. And then Ron Anderson, you've seen what he can do. He really passes the ball well, gets the ball out quick, and sees the field well. And so we think that as the season progresses that, we can do some things with these young men to help our offense. This week I think it'll be a situation where we'll probably stick with some experience early on and go from there. But I'm very pleased with what they're performing right now, and I think it's very encouraging down the line.
Circling back defensively, you hold West Jessamine to 25 points. After that first quarter, your defense became very stingy. Run defense seems to be your definite strength on that side of the football thus far this season, and this week's opponent bringing the more polished passing offense that you've seen thus far. So do you have team defense goals this week going into this matchup?
Well, it's a very high-potent offense that Simon Kenton brings to the table. They just put up 38 points on Highlands, who, in my opinion, Highlands is definitely a state championship contender in 5A this year. They beat last year's state champion Bowling Green the week before, and then Simon turns around and scores 38 points on Highlands. So they can score. Their quarterback is one of the best in the state. That's preseason rankings, and watching him on film, he looks fantastic. So we've got a work cut out for us defensively. We've had a really good week of prep. I'm very encouraged the way our defense has practiced this week. They are balanced. They run and pass. They've got a good running back, and they've got a couple good receivers. And the goal is going to be we've got to get some pressure on the quarterback. We can't let him sit back there and make plays and make things happen. So we've got to put some heat on him, make him make quick decisions, and hopefully get some stops.
Are you 100% this week, Coach?
We're pretty close. Christian Kelly, he's still out. He'll be out for a while. He tore his ACL in the offseason. Definitely a very quality linebacker, but we probably won't have him to mid to late season, so he's going to be out for a while. Lucas McKee, a young freshman who would definitely be playing a lot of special teams and varsity minutes. He's got a groin injury he's recovering from. So, we'll be a couple more weeks out for him. Nick Tucker's still recovering. He'll be back in the next week or two. We're looking forward to have him back, but he's out right now. And I think that's about it. Those three. John Poe has missed some practice time, but he should be ready to play Saturday. So I think overall, for what we can ask for, I think we got to be pretty satisfied with our health.
And, Coach, standouts or shout-outs from this week of practice?
Well, there's so many kids from week to week that step up on scout teams and things. Colin Hibbard definitely has big time. He's the sophomore. Kid's just tough. He's played a lot of scout defense against our one offense this week and made plays all week long. So we're very happy to see what he's done. We've had some young linemen this week that stepped up. Hunter Osborne, Bradley Baker, they're both freshmen. They've stepped in and gave us really good play in preparing our defense. So definitely want to compliment those two young men. And, wide receiver-wise, I think Caden Hewitt's had a good week. He's really starting to come into himself and looking forward to seeing what he does the rest of the year.
And so, Coach, for our listeners and fans out there, is there a name on the squad that we're going to get to know as this season progresses, a standout that maybe hasn't had the limelight thus far in this early season?
Well, I think going from last year to this year, you're going to see a lot of Ezra Major, and I know you've already seen that. I think he may have been Defensive Player of the Game.
Yes, sir.
But he's a kid that's emerged, just from a physical standpoint. As I said, our defensive coaches really do a good job of highlighting what his strengths are, and so you're seeing a lot of things that he does. John Poe has had an eye injury. He's been out a long time. I think he played in game 1, was out game 2. You're going to see a lot from John Poe this year on defense, so I think he'll continue to get better and better. I mentioned Colin Hibbard already. He's a young kid that I think will get better throughout the year. Jonas Gallagher is another freshman that you'll have to see a lot of action from. And then you've got a few kids like Nathan Vanover, Owen Ashbrook, who I think will emerge as the season gets going too. And then, of course, up front, Nico Pascarella has really done a great job at center, and I think we've been very excited about what he's doing. But there's a lot of young kids that I think as the year progresses that we'll hear about that maybe we haven't heard yet.
And, Coach, you talked a little bit about your opponent this week, Simon Kenton, and you mentioned Saturday, so certainly throw some things out of the normal. And I know coaches are typically very ritualistic, and I wish you luck this Saturday. But what can we expect to see from Simon Kenton for those of us that may not be familiar with the program?
Well, they're a 6A football program, and they're a very good 6A program too. They've had some really good teams over the years. They've competed for a lot of region championships. They've got a lot of good football up there in northern Kentucky. And like I said, they've got some great kids right now. I mean, the quarterback, anytime you've got a quarterback that's one of the best in the state, you've got a chance to win every football game. And so they're a high-powered offense. Defensively, they have gave up some points early on, and we're hoping that we can keep up our offensive tempo and put some points on the board because we will have to score. I mean, it's going to be – and we will have to play 4 quarters. I certainly think this is not going to be one of those games you get a running clock in the third. That's not the game this is. We'd love for it to be that, but we don't expect that to happen. We think we're going to have to play 4 quarters of football, and we can't get in a hole in the first quarter and try to climb out of. So got to come out strong. We got to get some stops on defense, and we've got to put up some points, and that's kind of our goal right now.
Well, my next question was keys to victory, and you may have touched on most of that just then.
Yeah, I mean, I just think first quarter defense big. We cannot come out and give up 2 or 3 scores early. We've got to get some stops. We've got to be able to run the football. I mean, that's something that we've done very well. We want to be able to establish the run, but we definitely will throw it around too. We got capable receivers and tight ends, and if we need to, we'll open it up, and we're capable of doing that. Special teams going to be key this week. We'll see how we do. We got to keep improving week to week with our special teams, but that's always a key element, and we've been working hard, so hopefully we'll have a good special teams performance.
So, Coach, good luck Saturday. 7 o'clock will be tip. It'll be our video game of the week, but certainly hope our fans all come out to the reservation to pick up this one because it's going to be a dandy. So good luck to you Saturday, Coach, and as always, thanks for taking time out with us here at Lake Cumberland Sports.
Thank you very much, Michael. Appreciate it.
There's much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
We, the people of this great land, are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward. And with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Life has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
Most accidents and breakdowns happen close to home. You know who else is close to home? Tire Pros. With our 24/7 roadside assistance, we're always there for you. And our team of trained and certified technicians can repair your brakes, transmission, electrical, and more. Looking for tires? Shopping online is fast and easy. Choose from our huge selection of name brand tires, then schedule an appointment to have them professionally installed at a time that's convenient for you. Hassle-free, guaranteed. Tire Pros. We're here for you.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust. Someone you can count on. Now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
Looking for cash? Well, look no more. Alton Blakely's got cash. Is that cash, Daniel?
Yep.
And you're giving cash for cars?
Yep. For real? Yep.
Why not? Then on down to Alton Blakely, where selling your car is as easy as ABC. If you have a vehicle you'd like to sell or trade, it's fast and easy to get paid. And we'll give you top dollar. Visit Alton Blakely today. All the best since 1965.
Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football. Like Cumberland Sports, I'm Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Game time 80 degrees, partly cloudy skies. As we were ready to roll before we get this one kicked off, want to send our thoughts and prayers out to the great folks at White's Cabinets, to the Loxton family. Loss of Diane Loxton, a huge supporter of local high school sports, who went to school with her daughter, JC, at Cumberland's. Diane, rest in peace, Loxton family. We're thinking about you. We're praying for you. And we love you very much. This one's for Diane tonight. Michael, should be a good one.
That's right. Fashion Report, Southwestern, the all blues. White numerals, orange Southwestern across the chest. Simon Kenton, blue pants, white tops, blue numerals, white helmets with the SK on the side, and you got the spear on that orange helmet for Southwestern. And that's the Magic Monograms Fashion Report. Conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger, Magic Monograms is the place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and Embroidery.
Josh Rofi with the return. It'll be 1st and 10 for Simon Kenton, left to right for the Pioneers. As we are just on the way. Thanks for settling in with us. Saturday night football from the reservation. Pioneers top, white tops, blue pants.
Southwestern defensively, Cody Harmon Matthew Loy, Veer Patel across the front. You have Ezra Major, Gideon Brainerd, Dylan Bland, Connor Crisp, Mason Hibbard, J.J. Hutchinson.
Pistol set.
Christian Walden in the defensive backfield.
Simon Kenton keeps that one on the ground. Lawson. Puts it for a loss of 1. So Simon Kenton already back to the line. Is Crone out of the shotgun. A little more familiar here. Under pressure. Slides away from it. Second one. He will not get away from the Southwestern Warriors. Ezra Major, our defensive player of the week last week. Second play from scrimmage. Starts off with a bang.
Picking right up where he left off last week.
Simon Kenton already back to the line. They are going the wrong way. Under pressure again, Crone rolling far sideline, looking downfield, fires, and that will be incomplete. Williams, his intended target, up near far sideline. That'll be 4th down. And Michael Gregg,
yes, sir.
A victory for the Southwestern defense. Here comes the punting unit for Simon Kenton. First time this year, Southwestern's defense has not given up a touchdown on the first series.
I know one person who's happy.
Congratulations, Coach Payne.
Coach Payne. In the house.
Absolutely.
Dylan Bland back deep on the punt return.
Negative yardage for Simon Kenton as Andrew Petty gets it away. Bland looking for the return. Looks to the far sideline. Comes back near sideline. He'll be wrapped up. Slung back at the 40-yard line is T.J. Gunning. Is the tackle. 1st and 10 for Southwestern. 10:56 to go. Opening quarter. Thanks for joining us. Buffalo Wings and Rings video. Game of the week. I have been singing Leonard Skinner all week long. I can't get it out of my head. Mr. Saturday Night Special.
Offensively, Southwestern's line, Braden Myers, Matt Lloyd, Nico Pascarella, Tyler Russell, and Maddox Mink. What they do starts with those men. Mason Hibbert at QB, Tanner Wright in the backfield.
As Hibbert, first play from scrimmage, juking and jiving, making guys miss as the ball will pop loose as it was stripped by the Pioneers. Give that strip to Jaden Lawson, and Southwestern will turn it over on that turnover. First play from scrimmage.
Who recovered the fumble, Josh?
That would be Jaden Lawson. Saw the beanbags fly as Hibbert had a nice run. Positive yardage. Going to set up 2nd and short. The ball just ordered loose.
And doing the very thing I wanted to see them do.
Absolutely. But
let Hibbert run the ball, and that's not the way you draw it up.
Not hack it up, though, yeah. Crone out of the gun, looking to throw. Quick hitter, far sideline. That's complete to Williams behind the line of scrimmage. He'll turn it upfield 30. Juking and jiving. He'll stretch for a couple of more, getting up to on the 26-yard line. 2nd and short. Well, you like what the defense did. First place from scrimmage for the offense. Yeah, not so much. Already back to the line. Simon Kent goes in a hurry. Lawson straight up the gut. He'll have the first down tote. As Tanner Wright and Mink will be in there as well. For Southwestern, move the chains. Simon Kenton looking to convert. Southwestern turned it over on the fumble. Clock winding. As Lawson inside left tackle. Positive yardage as Harmon will get him and drag him down. Also John Poe in on that tackle. Good to see John Poe back in action this week.
Right.
Out last week. 2nd and short. Simon Kenton to the line. We're earning our money tonight. Under pressure. Looking left. Coming this side. Looking downfield. Harmon and Associates giving chase as he'll turn it upfield. That will be a high tackle. As the flag will fly late with the white hat behind. That'll be a 1st and goal. And there's another flag back topside.
It was Hayden Burton on the tackle. Looks like maybe horse collar going to be called.
Holding. First one. And a horse collar. And they will offset, so nothing happened.
Well, it's easier for me to document when nothing happens.
Absolutely.
I'll take it.
It's always easy when nothing happens.
Oh, but that wipes out the play, though, doesn't it?
Yes, it does indeed. Southwestern's defense, I hope they're hydrated this week because Simon Kenton goes and they go in a hurry. Kind of like PC back Riley Hall era at PC. They go, and they go quick. Second and short. Second and about 3. As will keep it himself straight up the gut. He will have the first down yardage as he will get to around the 12-yard line. As John Poe and Maddox Mink, big man, with the stop. Another first down, though, for Simon Kenton. As Pioneers already back to the line. 9:39 to go. Lawson straight up the gut. Positive yardage. As Simon Kenton does a nice job mixing in pass and the run.
Tanner Wright hit him in the hole right there, but after a 4-yard gain.
2nd and 6. Pistol set. Lawson sweeping right side, looking for the corner, gets tripped up. Nice open field tackle. So Warrior got a paw up there. Ezra Major getting that paw up.
I thought that was Christian Walden.
It was, sorry. It was Christian Walden. Sorry about that. 29, not 26. My apologies. Thank you, Michael Craig. That was a nice tackle by Walden. Kind of over-pursued it, but got that leg up, or got that hand up to trip up the leg. Going under pressure, fires. That'll be complete to Lawson at the 5. He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Simon Kenton, 8:42 to go in the opening quarter. Simon Kenton strikes off a Southwestern turnover. 7-yard pitch and catch. 8:42 to go. Opening frame.
Simon Kenton making Southwestern pay for the turnover.
As they will go for 2. Swinging gate, and Gideon Brainerd says, not on my watch. As Crone trying to catch Southwestern napping. Southwestern special teams were on it. 6-0, 8:42 to go opening quarter. Simon Kenton leads early in this one.
Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services made it their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 22 years. Stay healthy at home with counseling services for children and adults using your phone or computer. Call Entrust at 606-676-0638 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services to learn more about how they can help you or your family today. At Entrust, your mental health matters. And a big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships, Kentucky, for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit them at any of their 4 locations here in Somerset or on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships. They treat you like family. We talked about the Fashion Report, Josh. That Fashion Report was brought by Magic Monograms, conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger. Magic Monograms is the place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and Embroidery.
Bland will hover around his own 15 to return this one. And Simon Kenton has it teed up, being on Andrew Petty. He will lay the leg to it. 8:42 to go. Simon Kenton on top early. That's it. Hitting a Warrior front man. Gideon with the return from the 30. 35-40. Spin move, still on his feet. Midfield and more. Does he cock that head back? You don't need. Yep, there it is at the 20. Touchdown, Gideon Brainerd. What a return. Mr. Sparkplug, the big bull. Gideon Brainerd says, we will trail no longer. Watch this. This is beautiful. Blocking, spin move, turn on the afterburner, wait for the head cock. Wait for it. Bam! Right there.
It goes.
To the house.
When you kick it to an up man, you don't think an up man's going to catch it with the speed that Gideon Brainerd has.
And that skipped off a front line player for Southwestern. And a Taylor hop to Gid to the house, tying us at 6. That's second straight week Southwestern has got a touchdown on the special team side of things. That is a good thing. Good penetration. Kick us up. It is good. By Caleb Moore. 7-6 Southwestern back on top after a long kickoff return by Gideon Brainerd.
Henderson Chiropractic is committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. Their caring, helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need for the results you want, that's Henderson Chiropractic. And, Josh, the offensive pace of this one, you may have to go to the chiropractor at the end of this one because your head's going side to side to side so quickly.
Good point.
Yeah. Henderson Chiropractor can help you with that should you suffer an injury from watching this game today. We are not responsible at Lake Cumberland Sports.
Absolutely. That extra point brought to you by Wildcat Used Cars. Proudly presenting Extra Points, big city inventory, small town prices. Caleb Moore, Extra Points brought to you by Wildcat Used Cars. Officially on the return for Gideon.
I have 70-yard return.
Thank you, sir.
Gideon Brainerd.
Tying us at 6. Moore's Wildcat Used Cars extra point puts the Warriors on top 7-6 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. That Brainerd touchdown, a Citizens National Bank TD. Big answer for Southwestern after Simon Kenton scored off a turnover. Moore will send it away. Sell to the 22. Returnable. 25-30. Straight up the gut. Popped and dropped at the 34-yard line. Return man will be Zeb Sand. 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. Left to right. Opening quarter for Simon Kenton. 8:24 to go. Opening quarter. Warriors lead by a penny.
The Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard's probably going to get a workout.
Absolutely.
It's getting one early.
Simon Kenton goes, and they go in a hurry. And local folks understand exactly how quickly they go by saying they go at the pace of what Riley Hall-led teams at PC went. Pitch goes to Lawson. Off left tackle, cuts it back inside across the 40 to around the 43-yard line as Tanner Wright, Crystal Walden make the stop. Tanner has been active defensively. Part of that linebacking core. You see him jumping around. Hander shot there coming. Linebacker top side. As Crone will keep it himself, and he paid the price. Big Cody Harmon said, "Gotcha." Big shot by Big 4-4.
Looked like Ezra Major got to him first, slowed him down. Cody Harmon finished him off.
3rd and about 4. Simon Kenton already back to the line. Pistol set and whistles. Man, they go quick.
They caught Southwestern being anxious there.
That should give them first down the easy way, and it does. The 1st and 10, Simon Kenton from the
John Poe Brody Perkins checking in.
46. Southwestern trying to get players in and out. Simon Kenton already dialing it up as Lawson totes it off right tackle. Spin move, lost the football. It's on the deck, and he luckily got it right back. As Dylan Bland, Tanner Wright, Brody Perkins, Cody Harmon, Ezra Major, all hats around that football. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
It looked like Bland popped the ball loose.
Yeah.
Heads up play from Simon Kenton to get back on that one. They caught a break there. And somebody lost the pad.
Officials conversing. What are we conversing? Well, that's a penalty on Southwestern. Where's the flags? In front of the Southwestern bench because I can't see it.
Foul against the Warriors.
Okay. Personal foul on Southwestern. Didn't see where that one was. Might have missed it. Obviously I did.
I did too.
So that'll give Pioneers a chunk of yardage. 1st and 10, Simon Kenton from the Southwestern 33.
Major
is looking to throw. Major says, "I got you." Quarterback sacked by Ezra Major, and the Warriors slow to get up. That's John Poe. He'll peel himself off the deck. Ezra Major has played extremely well the last 2 weeks.
He has come into his own.
Absolutely.
Coach Foley talked about that in the Coach Foley show, about how much he has grown over the year, over the offseason.
17. Crone will keep it himself. Nice fake as Crone will keep it straight up the gut. Poe will make the stop. Connor Crisp in on that stop as well. Good chunk of yards there. Give him 6 back, 3rd and 11. Here, home hash for Simon Kenton. Looking to throw, going to fire in the flat. And just led his man way too far, trying to hook up top side. Luke Morrison, that'll be 4th down. Kind of no man's land here for Simon Kenton. 4th and 11, looking like they're going to go for it.
John Poe checking out. Hagan Galloway checking in.
Brainerd checking out.
I didn't see who else came in.
Mentioned Galloway, 4th and 11. Simon Kenton going for it. Crone looking to throw. Good protection this time. Fires. Got Williams wide open at the first down marker. Makes a move. Gets a couple more as Crisp and Walden will make the stop. But 4th down conversion for Simon Kenton.
And that's that favorite receiver of Crone.
Absolutely.
Chase Williams.
Simon Kenton already back to the line. Lawson going to go left side. He'll be pancaked as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Mink. Perkins. Matt Loy in on the stop as well. Matt Loy may have the best hair I've seen ever. Flowing locks out of the back of that headgear, that helmet.
Now we were down on the field. Wyatt Stafford, as a young man's got a nice set of locks on him, too.
Looking to throw, fires near sideline. That'll be complete. Wrapped up, drop ball, pop loose. Dylan Bland will pick it up. It'll fall again, and official's going to say he was down. Southwestern saying, no, it's our ball. Nope, now they're going to say it is Southwestern's football as the reception made by Luke Morrison, and then Bland made the strip, and a heads-up play by Bland to pick up the football. That was a bang-bang play. Southwestern maybe getting a little lucky on that one.
Well, you'll take it how you can get it.
Absolutely. So a turnover either way. Southwestern has the football deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 19. Mason Hibbert turns to quarterback.
It's been a while since the offense has been on the field, Josh.
It has. It absolutely has. Hibbert returns. Southwestern has ran one
Colin Hibbert
play from scrimmage.
Run on the field late. He's in the backfield with his brother Mason.
Mason looking to throw. Fires. That'll be a live football. It's a backwards pass as that goes to Crisp as he'll turn it upfield for nearly a handful. 2nd and 6. Get Mason in, getting that confidence back going. And play like 5 knows how to play.
He's got a lot of tools.
Absolutely. And nobody puts more pressure on themselves than what Mason Hibbert does. Holds themselves to a high standard on the field and off. As Bland gets the tote, looking for the corner, coming near sideline. Sheds a guy in the backfield, turns it upfield, stepped out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Officials right on top of it. Bland is going to be close to it. 4:44 to go. This clock will stop. Bland got enough for the Turner Realty Group. 1st down. Warrior offense. Look at that. Spend a little prolonged time on the field. Got the touchdown. Special teams. 2nd week in a row, they've got a special teams TD. It's always nice. 2 receivers either side. The handoff goes to Brainerd. Sidesteps the guy, looking for the corner, still stringing it out. That'll finally be shut down. Top side is Matthew Link getting to it. Brainerd, all that for no gain. Warriors sending plenty of bodies in and out. Substitutions plentiful. This one, it's a frantic pace.
That 1st down from Southwestern, their first of the game.
A little delay here. Southwestern's going to have to get it together. Some personnel issues. 15 seconds to go. Faithful shouting some encouragement of hurry up. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. It has some set. Tanner Wright with the call. Straight up the gut. A flag will fly in that one. Tanner keeps it up the gut, but what is the flag? From the white hat behind it. Probably not going to benefit Southwestern. As that will be a chop block on Southwestern. Yeah. Penalty that led to points for Simon Kenton. Big penalty there on the Southwestern offense. Southwestern defense has been penalized as well. Yeah. Tough opening quarter, but I say Southwestern leads on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard 7-6. This one is tied. It is second and long for Southwestern. Hibbert fakes the handoff, rolls near sideline, looking downfield, nothing there. He's going to tuck it.
There you go,
back
young
across
man.
the grain, gets a big block. Hibbert loose at the 30. Another flag will fly. Hibbert will get up to the 37-yard line. Finally taken down by Trent Fowler, but let us see what these flags are. 3 Yankees on the field. We saw Southwestern penalized a lot in the opening game. Not too bad last week. We had multiple fouls on that one. First one was
So we just didn't have a play there.
illegal contact. The second one was face mask. That's the second time tonight we've seen offsetting penalties.
And we're just going to get a do-over.
I'm not a fan of that theme in this one.
Christian Walden coming on. Gideon Brainerd coming off.
3.5 to play opening quarter. 7-6 Southwestern. Warriors setting it officially second and 18 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Warriors looking to the sideline to Coach Foley. Get to play. Hibbert brings them set. Looking to throw. Fires to Hewitt. That'll be complete at the 20. Hewitt makes the move. Nice spin move, 11. As Hewitt gets up to around the 30-yard line. That'll set up third down and about 9 thereabouts for the blue and orange. Under 3 minutes to play opening quarter. Nice pitch and catch. Hopkins will get the stop for Simon Kenton.
Hewitt not shying away from contact.
Not at all. I
Running
like that
right
from
through
11.
The middle of the field.
I
Yes,
like
do
it.
too.
Take it to him, Hewitt. Take it to him. He's lined up bottom side. Seeing the shot there. Trips near side. Tanner Wright straight up the gut. Third and long. Makes a couple guys miss. Will be ankle tackled. As he'll get up to around the, where are they going to spot it at? The 36. Bolin had him by the legs. 4th and 3. And pinned on your own side of the field. 2:20 to go. Punting unit for the blue and orange.
Talking about the locks, 31 out here, Josh. He gives Matt Loy a run for his money with the hair game.
Yes, he does. He absolutely does.
It's Wyatt Stafford.
Yeah. That's a stellar main for Stafford.
Coming strong with the hair game.
Absolutely. Chris back to boot it away. He will lay it to it. That was a good one. And that is returnable. Back to the 30-yard line. Nice open field tackle. John Poe, and getting downfield in a hurry. Veer Patel. It'll be 1st and 10 for Simon Kenton.
See who the return man was on that? Zeb Sand, I think.
Yes.
Yep.
18 Zeb Sand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Trying to keep all the stats here together tonight, and it's a workout. It's going quick.
Minute 46 to go, opening quarter. Has him to the line. Lawson straight up the gut, and it is shut down in a hurry. Ezra Major. 2-6 working tonight.
We've called his name a lot. He's making a strong case for defensive player of the game.
Trying to go back-to-back.
Central Collision Center defensive player of the game. Yeah, trying to go back-to-back. That's
Back-to-back.
right.
Here he comes on the blitz top side as Crone will run away from it. First down, Tote Moore for Crone as Hutchinson will finally take him down, and flags will fly late. Crone looking for some flags, doing some politicking, and looks like he's going to get it. I don't know exactly what happened, but Crone did not appreciate it.
You can see that on that run, the size and strength of Crone.
Officials will talk. Personal foul, Southwestern. We have seen several personal fouls so far in this one. Minute 13 to go, opening quarter. You do not like that trend because those come in, as you see, chunks of yardage.
Yeah, you got to clean that up.
Yeah, they have not been kind to Southwestern, those penalties. First and 10, Simon Kenton from the Southwestern 38. Ball to the far visitor hash. Going to look at a throw. Looking, fires. Looking to go over the back shoulder of his receiver. Is it caught? It is caught. Downfield, Williams has put it up top. I think those two guys have done that quite a bit. That's trusting your receiver, putting it on the spot. Williams went to get it. Complete. Big chunk of yards. As Simon Kenton keeps rolling with 60 seconds to go. Back to the line already. Here comes the run. Lawson straight up the gut. As he'll get to around the 5-yard line. Simon Kenton doesn't even give you time to take a breath before they're back to the line. Man, they're quick. Snapping off those plays. 45 seconds to go. They are threatening already. The Rick Barker red zone as Crone will keep it himself. Left up and dropped. As that will be quarterback sack. Brandon Jones on the stop. Quarterback sack. 3rd and long as the clock winds. With 25 seconds to go. Southwestern leads 7-6 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Simon Kenton taking a breath themselves in the offensive set. Crone looking to throw, looking left, under pressure, fires a seed. That's a pretty pass. Front of the end zone. That's caught by Williams. Touchdown. From 8 yards away, Simon Kenton goes back on top with 11 seconds to go in the opening frame. That was pretty.
It was. You can see they've done that a few times before.
They have. They absolutely have.
It's a timing route. They had that down to perfection.
Let's see. Extra point as Petty will lay the leg to it. High snap. Crone got it down. Plenty of leg by Petty. It is up, and it is good. 13-7. Simon Kenton back on top. 11 seconds to go in the opening frame at the reservation.
Since 1979, Modern Systems has been protecting communities all across Kentucky, and they're proud to be part of the communities they serve, committing time and sponsorships to numerous charities like Project 5810, Relay for Life, March of Dimes, Heart Walk, local school programs, and many more. Modern Systems, your neighbors and your friends, and they work 24/7 to protect the things that matter most to you. From homes to businesses to schools and churches, let Modern Systems be your trusted name in security. And keeping stats and the correct score is important to players, coaches, and fans, and the same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall D. Turpin CPA has been doing just that. If accounting is not your thing, then let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard, located on Parkers Mill Road in Somerset.
13-7 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. An 8-yard pitch and catch. Crone to Williams. That is extra point good. 13-7. The other touchdown for Simon Kenton also. Passing touchdown. Crone Lawson 7 yards away. Simon Kenton back on top. 11 seconds to go in this opening frame. Saturday night football at the reservation. Gorgeous night for high school football as Petty will send it away. Bland retreats for it. Back to his own 6. Returnable for Bland. Huge hole right square in the center of the field, and he ran right into it and closed in a hurry. As we get up to around 25, Southwestern will return offensively for one more play here in the opening frame. 1st and 10. Blue and orange, right to left. Pinch it up for Southwestern. You're between the hashes.
Stick around and join us on the Hansford halftime report.
I'll recap what has been a frantic opening half. Hibbert with backs all around him. Pick one. He found Tanner Wright. He's off to the races, up to the 40. As Tanner Wright, he had a huge hole in it, closed in a hurry. You saw the speed for Simon Kenton as he got drugged down and tackled. As that will Logan Upper on the stop. That was a nice run by Tanner Wright to end the opening quarter. I was getting excited. You saw the speed for the Pioneers there to close in a hurry. As we're through one, 13-7, Simon Kenton on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
And I mentioned stick around and join us at the Hansford halftime report. Susan Hansford believes that just like in a ball game, everyone needs a coach in the important events in life. Having a great realtor when purchasing a home or property makes all the difference in the outcome of the transaction. Susan Hansford will guide you through the transaction so you can appreciate the journey through the real estate process. Call Susan Hansford today at 606-219-3276 to begin your journey. And even the most defensive drivers can't prepare for everything, but no worries. Central Collision Center, located on the 914 bypass across from the flea market, takes what is often a difficult situation and handles the details for you. From seamless auto body claims processing to high-quality auto body repairs, car detailing, and much more. Central Collision Center is a family-owned and run body shop. They have an experienced team of auto body repair technicians and painters who use the latest equipment and receive the best training a body shop can provide. You can rest assured that your auto body repair is being done right, putting you back on the road as quickly and safely as possible.
Southwestern coming off a Turner Realty Group first down to end the first, into the second. Warriors trail 13-7 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Warriors now left to right. See the shadows getting long at the reservation. Gorgeous Saturday night. Hibbert looking to throw, looking left. Nothing, still looking. Nothing there. He'll come back across the grain. A flag will fly. Hibbert will turn it upfield. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. But let's sort out that penalty. Another flag flying, as the Warriors have been penalty prone here in the opening half. Comes the call. That'll be a hold on Southwestern. You knew that was what it was going to be. That will be declined by Simon Kenton. I would venture to guess you would agree with this. Simon Kenton, not your average 0-2 football team.
No.
My goodness.
That's what Coach Foley said. It's one of the stronger teams that they'll play this year on that entire schedule.
6A as well. Wishbone set as the pitch goes to Tanner Wright. Tries to turn it inside, and waiting on him with open arms, Josh Grovey. No gain. Third down. That was a pretty open field tackle. Clock winds, 11:15 to go. Opening half, 13-7. Simon Kenton just retaking the lead. Simon Kenton started out leading 6-0. Warriors got it with 8:29 to go in the opening quarter. 7-6. 11 seconds to go in the opening frame. Simon Kenton takes it back. 13-7. Three backs behind Hibbert. He will hand it off to Connor Chris. Tries to go inside left tackle. Bounces off. Looked like he was stopped. Top side, far sideline, running down the Simon Kenton sideline. It's Connor Chris with the first down tote and more. Another Turner Realty Group first down. I thought Connor was in that melee. Somehow, 8 comes out of it.
30-yard gain on that carry.
Nice carry.
And Chris was that running back. I've said before, Josh, it's like when he gets the handoff, he's already at top speed.
Absolutely.
And he is perfect size and can just get through the hole.
Evasive.
To see that on display right there.
I have no clue how he came out of that massive humanity as Brainerd, the big bull, rumbling his way. He's strained some pleasantries between linemen. They'll separate Brainerd. Tough yardage. That'll set up second down and 7.
Jonas Gallagher coming off the field. Dev Patel coming back on.
Where did Chris come out of that at?
I don't know. It was on the far side of the field, but it looked like it was bottled up.
Sneaky.
Yeah. Sneaky speed.
Sneaky. You're sneaky. And a bone set behind Hibbert. He will hand it off. Dylan Bland inside right tackle. Makes first couple guys miss as Bland will get it inside the 25 to around 24-yard line. Looks like spot as Brainerd will check out. Walden will check in. Third and short. 9.5 to play. Second quarter, 13-7. Simon Kenton. It'll be Walden, Bland, and Tanner Wright in the backfield. Hibbert hands up under center. Turns and hands it off to Tanner. Inside left tackle. Tough yardage. Only needed a couple. As he only got a couple. I don't think he got enough. Doesn't look like.
It looks like he did to me.
Yep, yeah, he did. You got it. And obviously your eyes are much better than mine.
I was looking on the far side, Josh. It was a little easier for me to see the spot. on that far side of the field.
See, and that's why I like you, Michael Craig. You're a thinking man.
Wow, I've been called worse.
We all have, trust me. First and 10 Southwestern as they are knocking on the Rick Barker red zone door. Hand off Bland. Inside left tackle. Just run right through it. Dylan Bland to the house. Touchdown from 24 yards away. Dylan Bland ties us at 13. To the house. Do a flip.
There he goes. Replay.
That was pretty.
Between the tackles.
Huge hole. Nobody even touched him. The deuce to the house. Wildcat used cars, extra point, big city inventory, small town prices. 4-6. Kayla Moore. Anderson will hold. Good snap, good hole. Penetration, big time from Simon Kenton as we remain tied at 13. That extra point shut down by big Joe Wombrock.
Coach Foley not happy about somebody on the blocking assignment right there, allowing that kick to get blocked. He's upset with somebody.
Hot.
Something I'll say about that last offensive touchdown. Coach Foley has said with Dylan Bland, like he was challenging Bland to run between the tackles, and that's exactly what that young man just did.
Absolutely.
You know, and last week he was a perfect 2 for 2. 2 carries, 2 touchdowns. So Dylan Bland on fire right now in this young season. Brad Carroll and all the staff at CC's Furniture would like to wish all of our local high school football student athletes and coaches a successful and injury-free season. Stop by and see us at CC's for any and all your home furnishing needs. Go Teams. And Master Barber Brian Hood at Shiner's Barbershop invites you to experience Somerset's only true to tradition barbershop, located in the Old Video Palace in Somerset. For your next haircut, straight razor, and hot towel shave, or maybe you need to style and trim up the beard, go to @BHoodFaded on Facebook or shinersbarbershop.com and book your next appointment with Brian Hood.
Second tie of the game. 13-all on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard as the Warriors flirting with the Rick Barker red zone. Dylan Bland says, don't need it.
J.J. Hutchinson's going to kick this one, Josh, and I didn't catch it. Did Kayla Moore get hit on that extra point? Because Hutchinson is generally not the man that kicks off.
Well, Moore is here on the sideline, seated. It's not being attended to. I would say no, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think he did, as that takes a hop return by Williams from his own 20. You can jive him around and get up to around the 35. I think Moore might just be frustrated. Maybe coach is going with something else there. I don't know, but we will certainly have to keep our eyes on it. Heads up call, Michael Gregg. First and 10 for Simon Kenton. Right to left here for the Pioneers. 8:56 to go. Opening half. Tied at 13.
We promised you a good one.
Absolutely. I'm going to need some IVs after this one. Simon Kenton goes in such a pace and scoring pace. Likewise as well, Lawson dragging a few guys. Not a whole lot there. Tries to go off right tackle. Cody Harmon and big Maddox Mink. Big man. No gain by Lawson. Simon Kenton already back to the line. Pistol set by Crone. Lawson again straight up. They got nothing there. Shut down by the Southwestern defensive front. Cody Harmon coming off the bottom of the pile. Jadon Washington. 3rd and 10.
That run D continuing to be stout.
Whoop. Southwestern's going to get flagged if they don't get a guy off the field. Southwestern burning a timeout as they will take the Ron Shaw Realtor timeout, trying to get the personnel set, exchanged. As Simon Kenton goes in a hurry, that'll give Southwestern fits all night long.
You mentioned this is a Ron Shaw Realtor timeout, and the name to know when you or your friends and family are buying or selling real estate is Ron Shaw with Weikert Realtors Ford Brothers. Ron has a long-standing history of community service and is a proud supporter of youth sports in the Lake Cumberland area. Ron truly cares for others and works hard for all of his clients, no matter the size or value of the property that they are selling. You can contact Ron Shaw at 606-271-0774 or email him at ronshaw45@gmail.com. That's Ron Shaw at Weikert Realtors Ford Brothers. And this is Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, high school football. Stress, anxious, depressed? At Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters. Entrust offers you the flexibility of providing you counseling services in their office, on the phone, or through your computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit their website at entrust-healthcare.com and get services started for you or anyone in your family today. At Entrust, your mental health matters.
Southwestern defense, Simon Kenton backed up third and long.
I saw that, Mr. McKinney.
Crone looking to throw, wheel round. A bubble by Lawson, that'll be incomplete. Dylan Bland excited, rightfully so, as Southwestern's defense will stymie Simon Kenton on that one. 4th and long, here comes the punting unit. My partner and I, Josh McKinney, he's Michael Gregg. Colin Burton warming up on the Southwestern sideline. Let's see if he gets his number called here. You would think so. 8 minutes to go. Petty will drop back. Good penetration as Brainerd ran into the kicker as it was deflected with a live football. And that will sail out of bounds. And Southwestern will be sitting on a short field as Brainerd was going in a hurry. He tried to whoa up and got his big paw up. The big bull did. Ran into the kicker. The officials right on top of it saying it was deflected. Southwestern's dodged a couple here this evening.
Indeed.
As Coach Foley talks to his quarterback. You see at the bottom of your screen, and that will be Colin Burton coming in. 7:53 to go here in the second quarter.
Colin Burton, a 5'10 sophomore on this Southwestern Warrior football team.
Third straight week we've seen that.
And Colin Burton, in 2 games, he's 7 out of 8 passing the football, 87 yards, 1 touchdown.
Bone set behind Burton. He will hand it off to Tanner Wright. Off right tackle. He's got running room. Makes a cut. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. Tanner Wright to the house for 6. My goodness. This is power football. Hands in the deck. Set. Tanner Wright. Look at that hole. You can drive a Mack truck. Makes the cut. Gets the block. Caden Hewitt. Send him to the house.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to get him.
Excellent cut by Wright. Whenever he makes that cut, it's a good night.
That was pretty. Mr. Explosion. Tanner Wright.
Can't go wrong, Mr. Wright.
19-13. Pat Harris smiles. Caleb Moore back out. The Wildcat used cars extra point. Caleb is okay. Penetration again. Not as heavy as it was last time. Moore. Pure. 20-13. Southwestern back on top. 7:43 to go in the opening half.
And you are watching the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Buffalo Wings and Rings. Wings created your way and always fresh, never frozen burgers. Henderson Chiropractic is committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. Their caring team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need for the results you want. That's Henderson Chiropractic. And that everyday wear and tear is just a nice way of saying old age. We appreciate that, Dr. Henderson.
Absolutely. Tanner Wright with the Citizens National Bank touchdown. Just running right on through the Rick Barker red zone. Officially 50.
Tanner Wright, 55-yard touchdown run, sir.
Moore's extra point good, 20-13.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Tanner's 5th touchdown on this season.
As Caleb Moore returns.
It is. That was his 5th touchdown on the season. Team leader in that category.
With a stable of backs.
Oh, they got plenty.
Yeah, you're right. You and I are talking before the game. We've got to come up with a name for those 5 running backs.
5 guys. So our listeners, give us some ideas here. 5 guys. 4 horsemen won't work because
nope.
there's 5 of them.
Moore will send it away. Spot kick. Return man dropped it at the 25. We'll return it back to around the 27-yard line as Galloway got up on him, and a flag will fly as Zeb Sand, officials on top of it. not liking what they saw. You saw the hanky come out. Home folks not happy with it. You see that? If you're a Warrior, a Simon Kenton Pioneer, you got to make the adjustment to dial it back, maybe. There'll be another personal foul on Southwestern. That's at least 3, maybe 4, and I might have forgotten one.
Well, I've got them logged except for the offsetting, so I'll be able to tell you when we get to.
I know there was 1 in offsetting, so it'll be a first down from close to midfield for the Pioneers. First and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Ball to the far visitor hash, right to left, Simon Kenton. Pistol set. As Crone tried to get rid of it, tried to hand it off, pull it out of the belly. With running back Ezra Major and Maddox Mink with the quarterback sack.
Major continuing that stellar play.
Have you any idea about penalties? Did you find it?
Let me look.
You can do it at halftime.
I can look.
2nd and long, 2nd and 17 after that sack. As that'll be handed off to the running back. Southwestern's front at it, blown up. Cody Harmon, Ezra Major, J. Don Washington. Ball carrier was Win Rice.
So I've got Southwestern with 5 penalties for 65 yards. Ask me how many penalties Simon Kenton had.
How many Simon Kenton got?
0.
I kind of thought that. Looking to throw. Fires. Too tall. Bland and Walden applying the pressure. 10 to target. Carter Blades. I'm telling you what, Simon Kenton's got a bunch of guys that's on the all-name team.
They do.
My goodness.
They really do.
And one of those, guy we just mentioned, Simon Blades.
Blades cutting through the defense. But he
like
didn't.
Butter.
I'm going to say that last play, though. Kudos to Southwestern defenders for not having a pass interference call there.
Absolutely.
Well thrown ball, but it was not catchable. So it was excellent defensive play on the.
Another 4th down forced by the Southwestern defense as Petty lays the boom to it. As Bland thought about it. Get away from it, Dylan Bland. He'll dive to 25. Get away. 1st and 10. He thought about it not once but twice.
And Southwestern needing a score here with 6:29 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard to put a little cushion. And they're getting the ball in the second half. We'll see if they can do something here.
You'd like to see Southwestern go for one of those patented Coach Foley long clock-killing drives here. Give Simon Kenton, who goes with their hair on fire and an absolute dead sprint hurry, kind of 2 for 1 here. 20-13. Southwestern back on top, and a good one on a Saturday night. Burton hands up under center. Set behind it. We'll hand it off to Brainerd off left tackle. That should be a face mask as Brainerd will get the first down tote. You saw the flags. Turner Realty Group, first down off the legs of the big bull. Aptly named by Coach Foley.
Are we going to get the first penalty on Simon Kenton?
It should have been a face mask. I saw it. And I don't see anything penalty-wise. Nope. Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay. So that'll give the Warriors a chunk. First penalty on Simon Kenton. They've had a couple that have been offsetting, so. Southwestern, they have had too many personal foul penalties. That one's going to hurt Simon Kenton, as it will be 1st and 10, blue and orange from the Pioneer 48-yard line. Ball to the far visitor hash, left to right for the Warriors, leading 20-13. Burt walks up, hands up under center. Straight eye behind him. Tanner Wright, straight up the gut. Running room again for Tanner Wright. Makes a guy miss. Guy just flies by him. Tanner Wright flies by him. It's a fly zone. No fly zone. Inside the 30. Another Turner Realty Group for Southwestern. The Warriors driving the football on the ground. As whistles. As Simon Kenton will take the Ron Shaw Realtor timeout as Pioneers feeling a little spent. I feel that pain, indeed.
In real estate, working with the right people matters. Barry Turner, broker and co-owner at Turner Realty Group, knows the ropes. Over the years, Turner Realty Group has developed excellent relationships with their clients. See for yourself on their Zillow profile with more reviews than anyone else in the Lake Cumberland region. Turner Realty Group is just off Highway 27 between lots 21 and 22. Call 679-SOLD or go online at shopsomersethomes.com. And Susan Hansford believes that just like in a ball game, everyone needs a coach in the important events in life. Having a great realtor when purchasing a home or property makes all the difference in the outcome of the transaction. Susan Hansford will guide you through the transaction just so you can appreciate the journey through the real estate process. Call Susan Hansford today at 606-219-3276 to begin your journey. And join us at halftime for the Hansford Halftime Report.
6:01 away from it on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Warriors lead 20-13. Southwestern football, left to right. 1st and 10, blue and orange. From the Pioneer 27-yard line. And a bone set behind Colin Burton. He will hand it off to Brainerd. Nope, pulled it out of the belly. Christian Walden inside, right tackle. Positive yards for Walden. We'll get a gain of about 6, maybe 7 seconds short as Walden will officially get the Warriors to the Rick Barker red zone. 5:50 to go. This one has been a good one. 5A versus 6A. Couple ties. Couple lead changes. Well worth the price of admission.
You bet.
2nd and 3. And a bone set. As Brainerd sidestepped a pile up in front of him as Brainerd turned what looked like absolutely nothing into at least a yard anyway. Looked like the exchange between Burton and Brainerd was kind of little
hole clogged up there.
Yeah. Bland will check in. Walden will check out. Colin Burton gets the play call from Coach Foley. Southwestern coaching staff looking dapper this evening. White polos.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Khaki pants, looking dapper. 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 after the gain of 1. The big bull. Hand off Bland inside left tackle. 1st down yardage. Bland sneaky quick as he wraps up that football as he gets inside the 15. As it'll be another 1st down for Southwestern. Another Turner Realty Group 1st down. Nice long drive for Southwestern. 1st and 10, blue and orange from the Pioneer 13 to the far visitor hash.
4:30 on the clock, and it's ticking.
Methodical. And if nothing else for Southwestern, you'd love to have points. This gives your defense time to rest.
And your offensive line starting to exercise their dominance.
Absolutely. Well said, Michael Gregg. Straight eye set behind Burton. Strong side of the line to the right. That's Brody Perkins as the tight end that way. Connor Cripps makes the man miss. Connor Cripps take it to the house. 8. Touchdown Southwestern. 3:59 to go opening half. Cripps with a 13-yard touchdown tote. Oh, increase that Southwestern lead, 26-13. You asked for it, Michael Gregg. Ye shall receive. Back-to-back two-back scores for Southwestern. Kayla Moore on for the Wildcat Used Cars. Extra point off the left foot of Moore. It is up. It is blocked. That's the 2nd time tonight. Simon Kenton has got penetration and swatted down. Kayla Moore, extra point. He remains 26-13, blue and orange.
Those touchdowns between the tackles, Tyler Russell and Matthew Loy, the 2 tackles. Maddox Mink, Tyler Russell, Nico Pasquarella, Matt Loy, and Braden Myers make up that offensive line that has paved the way for those running backs this year that we're looking for a nickname, by the way. There's 5 of them. So if you've got any good ideas out there, bring them to us. So Rick Barker and Galby Realty and Auction, names you know, names you can trust. Real estate and auction services for farm, commercial, residential, and personal. Galby Realty and Auction has 49 years of experience in the real estate and auction business, and they're ready to put that to work for you. Go online at galbyrealty.com for more information. And you are watching Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football.
I like that. Just if you have suggestions, put them in the comments.
That's right.
We'll go back, check it out after this one's over. You see anything negative? No, I'm just going to go to you on the other side of it. Kidding. 26-13 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Appreciate you tuning us in. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. 4-6 has it teed up. Moore will send it away. Couple blocked tonight. First couple of blocks we've seen on a Moore extra point. So that's returnable. Williams straight up the gut. He's got running room. Look out as he is rolling. Straight up the gut. Could be holding. Moore will try to get him as Williams got slowed up just enough. Christian Walden showing that big-time speed to track him down, but a big-time return by Williams. And a flag on that one. You would think holding. I saw or heard some of the home folks screaming for holding. As it looked like to me that Moore was getting held pretty fierce. But we shall see. Illegal contact. So that will go against Simon Kenton. Officially their second penalty. That will negate a huge return by Williams. Chase Williams can boogie.
Yes, he can.
My goodness. So instead of a 1st and 10 for Simon Kenton inside the Southwestern 30, it might have been better than that. It's going to be 1st and 10 Simon Kenton from around their own 30. Well, no. Further than that, it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 19. So that foul happening way back. Way back in the play. Or way behind the play, one or the other. Wow, that's a big swing. Massive. Warrior defense looking for another stop. They've got a couple back-to-back. Crone out of the shotgun, rolls to his right, fires. That'll be complete to his big tight end, turning upfield and getting popped out of bounds by a Warrior. Give the reception Gavin Riley. That'll be good for about 6, 2nd and 4. Out of bounds at 3:41 to go. It's not made by Colin Hibbert. Under pressure. Crone floats one up. Riley climbs the ladder. A flag will fly. He will pull it down as he was heavily cloaked by Galloway. Nice little pitch and catch. Quarterback to tight end. Nice hands for Riley. Big tight end. That's pretty. As that will be on Southwestern. Holding penalty. As Poe will check out. Jadon Washington checking in. We'll give Simon Kenton a handful more as they will be right at the midfield stripe. Operating on the Southwestern logo. The spear. Fear the spear. 26-13, 3:30 to go, opening half. 1st and 10. Pioneers. The snap hit the quarterback right square and the numbers. He was not ready for it, and he will fall on top of it. Brainerd, Mink, and Galloway were there to pounce if he wouldn't have gotten on it. That was a miscue.
Brody Perkins checking in. Maddox Mink checking out.
3 hands on the deck for Southwestern. Crone straight back to throw. Looking. Fires over the middle. Too tall. And that will be picked off as Mason Hibbert playing a little center field. We see a 5. Intended target. Luke Morrison. Southwestern football. Get it, Mason Hibbert. Little confidence for 5. As the Warriors will get it back with 11 minutes to go. Oh, it's just plucked out of the air.
And that's something that Mason Hibbert does really, really well. He anticipates the
Absolutely.
ball. Athletic, can catch the ball. Difference maker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Difference maker. Wherever he is.
An
and whatever he's
injection
doing.
of confidence from Mason Hibbert. And he immediately gets on the headset coming to the near sideline, and no doubt he's getting an earful of confidence. And a way to play 5. Man, he plays defense well. Burton out of the gun. Tanner Wright stumbling in the backfield as he will be upended as he got to the pile. And Brock and Associates will make it end with that. There's Brophy. As Tanner stumbling as he took the exchange from Burton. First time we've seen Burton out of the gun tonight. Tanner with a total of 1. 2.5 to play, second quarter.
And Josh, that 97 Vormbrock, he's a man out there.
Yes, he is. 6'4", 264.
Yeah, he's a lot of football player. And you can tell that on your screen, folks.
Absolutely. I would venture to guess he's getting several looks from schools all across the U.S. Burton rolls, looking, fires, throws, tap, tap. And that's pitch and catch. Burton rolling near sideline. Christian Walden. Great field knowledge for Christian Walden. Knew he was close to this near home sideline. Made sure he stayed in bounds. Got the feet down. First down. It's the Warriors to the Pioneer 49. The Turner Realty Group first down. Clock stop. Walden got out of bounds.
Love to see that passing offense.
That was pretty. To either side. Hand off, Tanner Wright. Off left tackle, cuts it inside. Just trucked the guy in the back. Get out the way.
That was the same guy we were just talking about.
Little payback. Hey, you got your back turned to me, I'm going to hit you. So I'm going that way. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Warriors at the Pioneer 41-yard line. Minute 45 to go here. Warriors going to have to pay attention to the clock. Got to have every second. Warriors will send trips to the near home side.
Southwestern does have 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half.
Wasting precious seconds here, though. Minute 27 to go. Clock winding. Burton out of the gun. Fakes the handoff. Colin Burton as he will keep it himself. As say no gain.
That's what I say.
He will stretch to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock winds with 65 seconds to go. 3rd and short. Warriors got to get the first down first. We're about the clock next. Get in Brainerd. Popped. He will fall forward. He's going to be right at it. As that was big first pop by Josh Bowling. Got Brainerd.
I think they're going to got one of them motioning first down.
First down. Not even going to measure it. Turner Realty Group first down. Brainerd just got enough.
Now the clock.
Big Bull needed all the strength for that one.
54 seconds on the clock, becoming a factor here.
Yeah, got to go.
It's rolling.
Got to go. Got to burn the TO. 1st and 10 Southwestern. The Pioneer 39. Burton looking to throw. Hit as he throws. Fires downfield to Hewitt. He makes the adjustment. As that will be incomplete. As Hewitt was heavily defended by Matthew Link. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Clock stop for Southwestern with 34.5 seconds to go. Opening half.
I like the call there.
I do too.
I'd like to have seen it thrown more towards the sideline because Hewitt turned into the defender there.
He did. He absolutely did.
Well thrown ball from Burton.
And Burton had to let it go because he was under heavy duress and he was hit as he let it fly. Thankfully, he was able to peel himself off the deck. He took a shot. A delayed blitz. Burton out of the gun, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Here it comes again. Burton will sidestep it. Looking downfield, still looking, nothing there. Cuts it back across the grain. Still looking. The wrong way, looking downfield. Fires. Hewitt, that'll be complete at the 30. As Hewitt takes his shots as he will stay in bounds. He'll get hit late. And the clock will stop at 19.1 seconds to go as Hewitt stepped out of bounds. Wow.
That was an interesting play.
And a flag will fly late on the top side. Just out of your vision there. As comes the call. Sideline warning. Okay, now we got that out of the way. 19.1 seconds to go. As it will be 3rd and about 2. 19.1 seconds to go. Warriors at the Pioneer 31. 3rd and 2 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Can they punch it in here?
Warriors are trying to do that with Burton out of the gun. Brainerd to his left. Burton looking to throw. Fires in the flat. Almost picked. A flag will fly as Brainerd turns it upfield. Inside the 20. Still rolling to the 15-yard line. The clock will stop with 8 seconds to go. But what's the flag going to be? That will be holding on Southwestern, and that will back it up. Way too many penalties in the opening half for the Warriors. Way too many. They might have as many as they had the entire game in Madison Southern, and that was their most heavily penalized game this year. 26-13 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. 8.7 seconds to go. They'll have one more shot at it. Timeout. Yes. Get the indication of who took that timeout. Teams heading to their respective sidelines. Ron Shaw, Realtor, timeout. You would assume Southwestern. As the Warriors have Simon Kenton doubled up at the moment. There's 8.7 seconds to go on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Warriors trying for one late. Back-to-back-to-back scores. All of those here in the second half for Simon Kenton, or for Southwestern. Simon Kenton's last score, 11 seconds to go in the opening frame. It gave them a 13-7 lead.
You are watching Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football on Lake Cumberland Sports. And Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services has made it their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 22 years. Stay healthy at home with counseling services for children and adults using your phone or computer. Call Intrust at 606-676-0638 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services to learn more about how they can help you or your family today. At Intrust, your mental health matters.
Two receivers either side, 8.7 seconds to go. Warriors lead 26-13, 3rd and long for the Warriors. Crisp comes in motion, trips near home sideline. Burton looking, flushed, comes back across the grain, thought about it anyway, looking for some running room, still looking downfield, lets it fly. That will be caught by Hewitt, and he paid the price at the 35, but Hewitt peels himself off the deck, took a big shot for Matthew Link, as that will put us at intermission. 26-13 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. And Trust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football. It's the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week.
Has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
We, the people of this great land, are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward. And with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Life has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
Most accidents and breakdowns happen close to home. You know who else is close to home? Tire Pros. With our 24/7 roadside assistance, we're always there for you. And our team of trained and certified technicians can repair your brakes, transmission, electrical, and more. Looking for tires? Shopping online is fast and easy. Choose from our huge selection of name brand tires, then schedule an appointment to have them professionally installed at a time that's convenient for you. Hassle-free, guaranteed. Tire Pros. we're here for you.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
For cash? Well, look no more. Alton Blakely's got cash? Is that cash, Daniel?
Yep.
And you're giving cash for cars?
Yep. For real? Yep.
Why not? Then on down to Alton Blakely, where selling your car is as easy as ABC. If you have a vehicle you'd like to sell or trade, it's fast and easy to get paid. And we'll give you top dollar. Visit Alton Blakely today. All the best since 1965.
Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football. Lake Cumberland Sports. I'm Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg, Pat Nurse, Jeremiah Jones. Camera this evening. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Southwestern 2-0 coming off a big win at West Jess last Friday night. Simon Kenton 0-2 coming into the night as they lost at home to Highlands last week. 13-7 at the end of one, 26-13 at intermission. Michael Gregg.
Welcome to the Susan Hansford halftime report.
Absolutely. Hansford halftime report. Scoring got going with Simon Kenton. 8:42 to go in the opening quarter. A 7-yard touchdown pass. Crone to Lawson. 6-0. 2-point conversion. As it's kind of a swinging gate. Simon Kenton tried to catch Southwestern napping. Southwestern was alert, and they were not napping. It's too late in the day on Saturday to nap. You just be in bed the rest of the night. 2-point conversion, no good. 6-0. Southwestern would answer. 8:24 to go in the opening quarter. The very next play, they would answer a 70-yard touchdown kickoff return by the big bull Gideon Brainerd. Ties us at 6, the first tie of the game. 6-all. We didn't stay tied very long as Moore's extra point was true. 7-6 Southwestern with their first lead of the night. Simon Kenton would take the lead. With 11 seconds to go in the opening frame, an 8-yard touchdown pass, Crone to Williams this time in the front part left-hand end zone. 12-6, Petty's extra point good. 13-7, Simon Kenton led at the end of one. Second quarter entirely belonged to Southwestern as the Warriors put up back-to-back scores. The first with 9:03 to go in the second quarter. A 24-yard touchdown run by Dylan Bland. Second tie of the game, 13-all. Moore's extra point blocked. First of what would be 2 blocks of extra points in the opening half by Simon Kenton. Remained 13-all. Not for a whole lot longer. 7:43 to go second quarter. The second score in a row for Southwestern. A 55-yard touchdown tote by Tanner Wright. 19-13. Moore's extra point good. 20-13. The Warriors would add to that lead. It's the biggest lead of the night either way. Southwestern, their third consecutive score, 3:59 to go second quarter. A 13-yard touchdown run by Connor Crisp. That makes it 26-13. Moore's extra point was blocked. Second one of those in the opening half, 26-13. That's where we are at intermission. An exciting opening half, but way too many penalties for the blue and orange, Michael Gregg.
You bet. Let's talk about some statistics in this first half. Total offense, Simon Kenton has 119 yards. Southwestern 261. Number of plays ran, Simon Kenton ran 35 plays in the first half to Southwestern's 31. Simon Kenton averaged 3.4 yards of offense per play. Southwestern 8.4. Passing the football, Simon Kenton has 93 yards in the first half on 8 out of 13 passing. Southwestern 41 has 6 out of 7. So pretty good passing numbers for Southwestern here in the first half. Rushing the football, Simon Kenton 26 yards on 22 attempts, just 1.2 yards per rush from Simon Kenton. Southwestern 220 yards in the first half, 24 attempts, 9.2 yards per rush. Not bad if you're Southwestern. Again, running the football is something they've done well all year, and they continue that. Penalties, and I don't have all of them because the offsetting ones I didn't log. Simon Kenton has 2 penalties for 30 yards. Southwestern 7 penalties for 85 yards. Simon Kenton has a couple turnovers, and Southwestern has 1 turnover as a result of a fumble. Simon Kenton had 1 fumble and threw 1 interception. First downs, Simon Kenton has 10 first downs to Southwestern's 12. Third down conversion attempts, Simon Kenton 3 out of 7 for 42.9%. Southwestern 4 out of 7 for 57%. Simon Kenton did have 1 fourth down conversion. Southwestern has yet to attempt a 4th down conversion. Individual statistics, Chase Crone for Simon Kenton, 8 out of 13 for 93 yards, 2 TDs and 1 interception. For Southwestern passing the football, Colin Burton is 4 out of 5 for 24 yards. Mason Hibbard was 2 out of 2 for 17 yards behind the center. Running the football, Jaden Lawson for Simon Kenton, 13 attempts, 31 yards, average 2.4 yards per carry. For Southwestern, Tanner Wright leading the way, 9 attempts, 111 yards in the first half and a TD score. Connor Crisp, 2 carries for 43 yards and a touchdown. Dylan Bland has 4 carries for 37 yards and a touchdown. Gideon Brainerd, 5 attempts, 18 yards. Christian Walden had 1 rush for 7. Mason Hibbard had 2 for 4, and Colin Burton had a rush for no gain. Receiving the football, both teams have 4 players catching the football. Chase Williams has 4 receptions for 55 yards and a TD. Gavin Riley, 2 receptions for 26 yards. Jaden Lawson, 1 for 10 and a touchdown. Nathan Kitchens has 1 reception for 2 yards. Southwestern, Caden Hewitt, 3 receptions for 31 yards. Christian Walden, 1 for 10. Connor Crisp, 1 for 5. Gideon Brainerd caught a ball for a negative 5 yards. Mason Hibbard did have an interception on the defensive side of the football. And that kind of wraps it up here for some offensive statistics here in the first half. Again, unofficial statistics, but I'll vouch for the accuracy of them. They're fairly accurate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Better than anybody else is keeping right now.
Hey, absolutely. Nobody can do it better, Michael Greg.
First half, though, Southwestern leading 26-13. If you're Coach Foley, I think you got to be happy with the scoreboard.
Absolutely.
Defensively, you've done some things well. You continue to have a stout run defense.
Absolutely. My goodness.
The opposing teams, we've yet to see somebody really have any success at all run the football.
Oh, yeah, if you're thinking about it against Southwestern, just don't.
Well, something to mention, though, Simon Kenton clearly thinking about it because they ran it 22 times.
Absolutely, yeah.
But they're only averaging 1.2.
And not a whole lot of success.
Not a whole lot of success. I'm wondering in the game plan on the hill over here for Simon Kenton if they just don't just start throwing the ball. And they've had some success there.
They have.
They've got athletes out there at wideout. Defensively, Southwestern's played – they played solid. You got to like what you saw. They've given up 13 points here in the first half. They've given up 13. Josh, you went through a lot of numbers early. Mm-hmm. Tell me again what Simon Kenton's offensive output was the first 2 weeks.
Simon Kenton offensively. You want the average?
Well, just each game. They scored
29 points in a loss to Oldham County.
Okay.
They lost 53-38 to Highlands.
Okay.
So they're scoring 30-plus a game, average.
Yeah, and you've held them to 13 the first half. I think you've got to –
Not bad.
Got to be pleased with that.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
And going in, and even early, we talked about Simon Kenton, the passing offense. Southwestern's pass defense maybe was a little questionable. So I like where they sit right now.
And then add into that the fact how quick Simon Kenton plays offensively. My God, they play like their hair's on fire, and they're trying to get to a fire hydrant. I mean, again, I keep going back to the fact, local supporters of high school sports will understand exactly how quick Riley Hall and PC played. They played really quick. That's the way Simon Kenton goes. They click them off. I mean, they're just clicking.
And, of course, we got a half to go. And if that pace continues, the defensive side of the football, they're going to get gassed.
Absolutely.
And that's probably part of the strategic approach.
I'm sure it is. But you think about, how that lead has increased since we were tied at 13. Back-to-back scores for Southwestern. Yes, credit the offense for putting those boards on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, but credit Coach Payne's defense as well, as they got multiple 4-and-outs as they pitched the shutout in the second quarter. That's pretty stout.
And this season, Southwestern's owned the second quarter.
Absolutely. That's an excellent point. That is an excellent point. And we mentioned it, Simon Kenton started the game off with the football on the offensive side. In the last 2 weeks, Southwestern defense had given up an early score. Didn't happen in that first series anyway.
No.
So defense has played well against the team that goes so quick, and we saw Southwestern trying to get personnel in and out, and Simon can't go so quick. Warriors haven't had time at times to do that. Talk about the offense. You talk about, once again, and we mentioned it, getting Southwestern on the board tonight. Big 70-yard kickoff return by Gideon Brainerd. That Southwestern in motion after a big early turnover.
Yeah, and that was a huge momentum grab.
Huge.
Because if that doesn't happen and Simon Kenton goes up 2 scores, because they come back and struck again in the first quarter, we could be talking about a different ball game here.
Absolutely.
But Dylan Bland, Tanner Wright, Connor Crisp, all back-to-back rushing touchdowns there in the second quarter. Again, doing what Southwestern does well. They run the football, and what's impressive about that, not a senior offensive lineman on the squad, and the scouting report for Southwestern. What's the opposing team knows going to come? They're going to run the football.
Running the football.
And they still do it, and they do it well.
Absolutely. I mean,
so it's just smash-mouth football.
It is.
It's old-school football, and they do it well.
It's pretty when it's done this well.
It is.
It is pretty when it's done this well. 26-13, that will do it for the Hansford halftime report. Third quarter. On the other side, Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, high school football. It's the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week.
Has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
We, the people of this great land, are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward. And with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Life has much to offer. Enjoy it. Follow your dreams. Start a new business or expand an existing one. I'm Michael Bush, Vice President and Chief Credit Officer. Come find out why more businesses are choosing United Cumberland.
Most accidents and breakdowns happen close to home. You know who else is close to home? Tire Pros. With our 24/7 roadside assistance, we're always there for you. And our team of trained and certified technicians can repair your brakes, transmission, electrical, and more. Looking for tires? Shopping online is fast and easy. Choose from our huge selection of name brand tires, then schedule an appointment to have them professionally installed at a time that's convenient for you. Hassle-free, guaranteed. Tire Pros. We're here for you.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust. Someone you can count on. Now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
For cash? Well, look no more. Alton Blakely's got cash. Is that cash, Daniel?
Yep.
And you're giving cash for cars?
Yep. For real? Yep.
Why not? Then on down to Alton Blakely, where selling your car is as easy as ABC. If you have a vehicle you'd like to sell or trade, it's fast and easy to get paid. And we'll give you top dollar. Visit Alton Blakely today. All the best since 1965.
Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football. Lake Cumberland Sports. I'm Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg. Pat Harris producing, Jeremiah Jones. On video this evening. Thank you to Kevin and Kelly Lloyd. Lake Cumberland Sports, all of our crew, a busy night. Last night, tough night for the Homeboys across the board last night. A tough Friday night. PC falling to Boyle County last night, 60-29. Somerset shut out at Beechwood, 49-0. And Southwestern's next opponent, 2 weeks from last night, Mercer County, with a big 58-12 victory over Anderson County last night. Southwestern going into the bye week, Michael. Bringing it back here to the reservation, 26-13 as the second half begins. As several things, no doubt, Coach Foley doing a little preaching about at half. No doubt.
You bet. I mean, you got to be happy offensively. Defensively, you want to continue to sharpen some things in the defensive secondary. Your linebackers have played well. Your defensive line has played well.
Yeah.
Ezra Major, Maddox Mink are names we've called all night. So you got some bright spots. Southwestern doing some things really well. And this Simon Kenton squad, Josh, a really good football team.
Absolutely. Do not let that 0-2 record fool you. Do not. You and I talking about that kind of off the air. For me, Coach Foley might disagree. Simon Kenton's the best team that Southwestern's played thus far. And they're 0-2.
Yeah, no question about that. I don't think Coach Foley would argue with that. I mean, he said they were a stout football team.
And I think what this matchup for Southwestern does, seeing a team like Simon Kenton that goes quick on offense, it gets you ready for district play, in particular, for a cross-county rival. That's what this matchup is about for Coach Foley and the Warriors. And Southwestern will get it. Start the third. They lead 26-13. Great contingent on hand. Home folks below us. Saturday night special at the reservation. Good contingent of Pioneer faithful across the way, making that long trip down 75.
The band was here tonight. Good to see
Indeed.
them here.
Absolutely. Good to hear them. Sounded good. Loud and proud. That's the way we like it. Petty has it teed up, and he will send it away. We are underway in the third. Petty has plenty of leg as Bland will retreat. He'll have to hurry to go get it. Got to pick it up. Pick it up at the 12 to the 15 to the 20. He's got some running room. Bland cut down shy of the 25. First and 10. As Bland shading this near home sideline had a hurry to go get it. As Pioneers were coming in a hurry. First and 10 Warriors from their own 24-yard line. Right to left here for the blue and orange. They have scored 3 unanswered. All of those in the second quarter. Simon Kenton's last score, 11 seconds to go in the opening frame.
It looks like Colin Burton still playing QB here, coming out in the second half.
He has played well. I like that call from Coach Foley. As Warriors will get it. The break huddle. Hibbert will split top side. Hewitt back near side. Burton out of the gun. Single back set. As I believe that's Tanner Wright. Off right tackle. He'll get up to around the 30-yard line. Gain of 6. Second down and manageable. 2nd and 4. Warriors keeping it on the ground. They have had a lot of success running the football game in and game out. Tanner Wright making his case for player of the game.
I think so. Right now, he's your leading candidate, and he's been deserving the first 2 weeks.
He has.
Hasn't been selected, but this week may be his week. His number is called. We'll have to consult with Jeremiah Jones.
We will. He has the ultimate call. It's Jeremiah. You need to give out his email address if folks have problems with it. Colin Burton. Inside right tackle. First down yardage and more. 4. Running. Looking. Stiff arm. The 45. Give him a couple more to the 42. Colin Burton. Sneaky. Quarterback keeper. You wanted that from Hibbert. You got it from Burton. Nice tote by Colin Burton.
That surprised me there, Josh. Good looking run.
Sneaky fast. As Burton gets Southwestern to the Pioneer 41 near home hash for the blue and orange. As Burton operates out of the pistol this time. Tanner Wright behind him. Wright gets the tote. Straight up the gut, makes the guy miss. Stiff arm. 35-30. Bulldogs his way to around the 26-yard line. That was a stout run from Tanner Wright. That was stout. Power football. Pretty football. Running over you.
Punishing the tackler on that one.
Goodness. Another Turner Realty Group first down. Warriors moving the chains with 10.5 to go in the third quarter, leading 26-13, trying to extend that lead. It's the largest it has been all night. Warriors not satisfied. Burton out of the gun. Tanner Wright to his left. Quarterback keeper by Burton inside left tackle. To the 20, to the 15. Will be ridden down with another Turner Realty Group first down. That was the design quarterback keeper just straight up the gut. That's another dimension right there.
It really is.
And that's what you wanted to see from Mason. And here you get it from Burton.
But you said it, design run. You could tell as soon as you took the snap.
Absolutely.
He had lead blockers in front of him. Nice play.
Took the snap, knew what he was doing with it. Clock winds, 10 minutes to go, third quarter. Warriors putting a drive together now in the Rick Barker red zone. Handoff goes to Tanner, sweeping right, looking for the corner. He's got it. To the 5. He'll dive for the end zone. Tanner Wright for 6. Warriors with 4 unanswered scores. Starting to pull away for the Pioneers. Now 32-13. 15-yard touchdown run by Mr. Explosive Tanner Wright. His second touchdown of the night. Comes Caleb Moore on for the Wildcat Used Cars extra point. Or will he? Do we see the 2-point conversion?
I think they sent Colin Burton off the field. Maybe he's got some blood. Don't really know. But Hibbard hustles back out on the field. Be behind center on this 2-point conversion.
And
they're going to call timeout.
Yeah, Southwestern a little discombobulated here. And they'll take that Ron Shaw Realtor timeout. 9:49 to go. Cowbells. Happy Cowbells. Southwestern leads 32-13. Extra point forthcoming.
Henderson Chiropractic is committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. Their caring, helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need for the results you want, that's Henderson Chiropractic. And since 1979, Modern Systems has been protecting communities all across Kentucky. They're proud to be part of the communities they serve, spending time and sponsorships to numerous charities like Project 5810, Relay for Life, March of Dimes, Heart Walk, local school programs, and many more. Modern Systems, your neighbors and your friends, and they work 24/7 to protect the things that matter most to you, from homes to businesses to schools and churches. Let Modern Systems be your trusted name in security.
Southwestern initially lined up to go for the Wildcat Used Cars 2-point conversion. And they will go for 2, as you would expect. Leading 32-13. Burton has to check out with whatever issue he's having. Mason Hibbard hands up under center. Back at quarterback. Connor Crisp, the lone setback. He will get the pitch. Connor looking, and he will lower his head. Does he get in? Nope. They said his knees were down outside of the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails. It remains 32-13. 9:49 to go, third quarter.
Even the most defensive drivers can't prepare for everything, but no worries. Central Collision Center, located on the North 914 bypass, across from the flea market, takes what is often a difficult situation and handles the details for you. From seamless auto body claims, processing, to high-quality auto body repairs, car detailing, and much more. Central Collision Center is a family-owned and run body shop. They have an experienced team of auto body repair technicians and painters who use the latest equipment and receive the best training a body shop can provide. You can rest assured that your auto body repair is being done right, putting you back on the road as quickly and safely as possible. And Central Collision Center is our sponsor of our defensive player of the game, which we have called a few names tonight. Ezra Major, Maddox Mink, Gideon Brainerd, Hagan Galloway being just a few of those names.
Indeed, my friend. Looking at the sideline here. See, Colin Burton has the right forearm taped.
And on the defensive side of the football, let's not forget the play of Mason Hibbert with the interception.
Absolutely. Well, it was a scratch and blood issue for Burton, as he is now taped up right below his right elbow. Caleb Moore has it teed up. 4-6. Sends it into the 9. Low liner. Stay on the ground. Picked up at the 19. Back to the 25. Williams sidesteps the man. We'll get a couple more as Brody Perkins. Broad Dog with the stop. Simon Kenton football. 9:45 to go, third quarter. Southwestern now with 4 unanswered scores. We saw that last week. I think 6 unanswered at one point. Well, West Jets finally got back on the board. Simon Kenton found themselves in a 32-13 hole here now.
So thus far, you can say Southwestern enjoying playing on Saturday.
Absolutely. Tanner Wright with his second touchdown. Citizens National Bank touchdown. Lawson looking for some running room, and he gets to the line, and he gets absolutely depleted by John Poe. My goodness. Getting Brainerd there as well.
Again,
that hurt my teeth.
They keep running the football, and there's just nothing there, Josh.
That's the hardest one he'll ever get. Going under pressure. Looking. Sacked. Another quarterback sack by Southwestern as Gideon Brainerd off the bottom. Ezra Major sniffing out the quarterback sack. That's close to a handful of sacks tonight for the Blue and Orange.
And bigger, it's an 11-yard loss on that sack.
You see Southwestern getting players on and off quickly. Simon Kent back to the line. Third and forever. Again, pressure. Backpedaling. He'll fire. That will be complete. And that was Lawson in a bubble, and Lawson frustrated as he fires a liner at the referee. This Lawson trying to look for some running room, and Brainerd had it shut down. And that House of Pain defense under Coach Payne has brought the pain the last several series. Offense is pulling away. The defense is giving Simon Kenton nothing.
Nothing.
No hope whatsoever. My goodness, Coach Payne has got him rocking. Fourth and forever for Simon Kenton. As Petty will lay the boot to it at his own 5. I'm impressed with that Southwestern defense. Warriors get after it. Petty gets it away. Bland steps up. This is it as an own 49. He got some running room. And we'll turn it back to inside his own 35 as Bland finally taken down by Josh Bowling. Warriors setting on a short field, leading 32-13, 8:02 to go, third quarter. Warriors trying to put this one away if they haven't already. Southwestern exerting their will. It was 13-7 Simon Kenton at the end of one. 3 straight scores in the second for Southwestern. 1 more here in the third. And Southwestern is still looking for more. That's a theme we saw last week that's continued to this week. Burton walks up to the line. Hands up under center, Bone set behind him. 3-man front for Simon Kenton. Handoff, Gideon Brainerd, the big bull. Tough yardage. We'll get up to the 30. As Brock off the bottom of the pile. Brophy also in on it as well. Western, right to left. Leading comfortably. And whistles. Stopping as he got going. It will be a false start on Southwestern. I thought I have seen them do that a couple times tonight that it caught a break on, but he didn't catch it on that one. I thought to myself, I look like somebody started early.
Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing?
And I said, Self, obviously you did. Fisher's got him on that one. This crew's done a really good job.
Christian Walden coming on and Tanner Wright taking a break.
7:29 to go, third quarter. 2nd and 12 for Southwestern from the Pioneer 35 to the near home hash. 3-back set. Bone set behind Burton. Fake handoff to Bland. Gives it to Christian Walden. Struggling for every yard he can possibly get. As Walden comes near side. Walden to get 2. Now will make it 3rd and 10. Clock will wind. Approaching 7 minutes to go in the 3rd. John Poole will check in as a lineman. Tyler Russell will check out for a breather. Third and long here for Southwestern. In a bone set. Burton with a pitch to Bland. Off right tackle. Running room. He's just going to take it on into the house. I don't need your first down. Touchdown. Dylan Bland. Citizens National Bank touchdown. That was pretty. 6:42 to go, 3rd quarter. The Warriors pouring it on.
And you could just see the speed right there on Dylan Bland. He hit the burners right there about the line of scrimmage, and there was no stopping him.
That was nice. 38-13. As the Wildcat used Cars. 2-point conversion. Colin Burton. Reservations rocking tonight. Home folks, raucous on a Saturday night. Like the atmosphere. Bone set. Handoff. Walden. Bulldozing his way in for the 2-point conversion. The Wildcat used Cars. 2-point conversion. Big city inventory. Small town prices. 40-13 Warriors.
You mentioned the Wildcat used cars, big city inventory, small town prices. They're located on 4469 South Highway 27 here in Somerset. You can reach them 606-451-0737. They're open 9 to 7 daily. WildcatUsedCars.com. They have over 260 pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs in stock and still growing. Like them on Facebook. They have over 17,200 likes. Financing available with rates as low as 2.9%. Local banks, credit unions, and major national banks. We buy cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bring what you have by to receive a cash offer. That's at Wildcat Used Cars. They're locally owned and operated right here in Somerset. And Master Barber Brian Hood at Shiner's Barbershop invites you to experience Somerset's only true-to-tradition barbershop, located in the old Video Palace in Somerset. For your next haircut, straight razor and hot towel, shave, or maybe you need to style and trim up the beard, go to @BHoodFaded on Facebook or ShinersBarbershop.com and book your next appointment with Brian Hood.
You're watching the Southwestern huddle there after the touchdown. Organized chaos. Lots of conversations going on, players going in and out. Blah, 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 blah. Organized chaos. 40-13. Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Warriors with the big time advantage officially on that tote by Bland. 30.
Let's see. I can get you.
33-ish.
33.
Thank you, sir. Line drive kick. Moore picked up at the 26. Back to the 30. 36-yard line. 33-yard touchdown run by Dylan Bland. His second touchdown of the night. 2-point conversion good. 40-13 now on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Simon Kenton finds themselves in an ever-deepening hole. Caleb Moore gets a dap from a coach coming off. Smack in the back of the noggin. You did that on the streets, it's different. You do it at a football game, it's affectionate slap in the back of the noggin. He had his helmet on before anybody gets crazy. Love the game of football. My goodness. Warriors are rolling tonight. Trailed 13-7 at the end of one. And trail for much longer as Crone throws, fires complete to Williams, makes a move, makes a guy miss. He'll be wrapped up still. Fight for every single yard he can. I like that combination of Crone to Williams. As Harmon, Hutchinson, Galloway, and on the stop. Galloway's had a nice game. Going to move the chains for Simon Kenton. The chains aren't even set yet. Simon Kenton already going. And that will be deflected. Warrior got a big paw up in the air. said. Brandon Jones got a paw on it. How quickly does Simon Kenton go? Chains were not even close to being set.
Yeah, they go quickly.
I heard the announcer mentioning a flag. I don't see it, but it's obviously somewhere.
We talked about last week Bland having 2 carries, 2 TDs. This week he has 5 carries, 2 TDs, 70 yards total.
He has had a nice night. And Simon Kenton will back up. Obviously, it's going to be on the Pioneers. My hat will go to Coach Mark Sperry. His 22nd season at the helm of Simon Kenton. I can't think of a whole lot of anything I'd want to do for 22 years. Work-wise. I say that as I'm approaching 20 years of broadcasting.
There's a long discussion going on there,
Yeah,
Josh.
I don't know. So, Simon Kenton, offensive personnel, thought it was on them if they initially backed up. Now, we're going to call the official from the near sideline into the conversation.
Well, Brad Carroll and all the staff at CC's Furniture would like to wish all of our local area high school football student athletes and coaches a successful and injury-free season. Stop by and see us at CC's for any and all your home furnishing needs. Go Teams.
So after all of that, that was a sideline warning on Simon Kenton. It was necessary to discuss it that long for a sideline warning.
And that was at least second one tonight, right? One I can remember at least one more.
I thought that one was on Southwestern, though. I don't know.
I thought they had one, too. On
Maybe
that
so.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Second on them. Okay. Thank you, Pat. Greg right on top of it. Now, we're going to come to the near sideline and discuss with Coach Foley. This game had a really nice pace to it. We have ground to a halt. Coach Foley looking for the explanation. 40-13 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard and Trust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Skinnerd edition.
Stressed, anxious, depressed? At Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters. Entrust offers you the flexibility of providing you counseling services in their office, on the phone, or through the computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit their website at entrust-healthcare.com and get services started for you or anyone in your family today. At Entrust, your mental health matters. And a big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships, Kentucky, for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end-of-summer savings at any of their 4 Somerset locations or visit them on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships. They treat you like family. And we're back to action.
Now we're back to action. Goodness sakes. Going looking to throw. Fires. And that will be complete at the first down marker of that reception to Zeb Sand. Move the chains after the momentary delay. Brennan will check on. Jones will check out. Looking to throw, looking left, looking flushed. Comes back near sideline, gets away from one sack, fires downfield. As Sandman got behind the defense. Touchdown, but there's a flag.
And that's going to be on Southwestern.
Back at the 25.
Jones did not get off the field in time.
Aye.
So that's my thoughts. Play is going to stand is my guess.
Well, if it does stand, and you would think it should, that will be Simon Kenton's first score since 11 seconds to go in the opening quarter, and all intensive purposes, it looks like it's going to stand. Yep. Legal substitution.
42-yard touchdown strike.
Yep.
Crone to Sand.
What did you say, 42?
42.
Crone's third touchdown pass of the night. Going to Zeb Sand. All-name team. Simon Kenton. Petty on for PAT. It is up, and it is good. 5:52 to go, third quarter. Simon Kenton on the board for the first time since the closing seconds of the opening quarter. As they pulled this one to within a 20-point contest, still heavily favoring Southwestern. 40-20 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
And you are watching the Buffalo and Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Buffalo Wings and Rings. Wings created your way and always fresh, never frozen burgers. Conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger, Magic Monograms is the place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook, search Magic Monograms and Embroidery. The Henderson Chiropractic is committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. Their caring, helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need for the results you want, that's Henderson Chiropractic.
20-point Southwestern advantage, 5:52 to go on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Simon Kenton's first score since 11 seconds to go in the opening quarter. That was an 8-yard TD pass, Crone to Williams. The score with 5:52 to go, a 42-yard touchdown pass, Crone to Sand. Onside kick, and that is returnable for Southwestern. Off to the races. Hewitt down the far sideline. Take it to the house. Caden Hewitt. Touchdown, Southwestern. The onside kick a couple weeks ago caught Southwestern napping. Hands team up front. Coach Foley expecting that. Caden Hewitt. Touchdown. What a return by number 11. Young man is uber athletic. Second special teams TD of the night. Kickoff return. Other one went to Gideon Brainerd from 70 yards away.
Hewitt making the most of that opportunity.
That was heads-up football.
Yes, it was. He was expecting that, made the most of it.
Saw plenty of running room. Go to the end zone, young man. It was 20. Now it's a 26-point Southwestern advantage. 2 special team touchdowns tonight. We are definitely going to touch on that in Coach Jason Foley post-game show. Burton hands up under center. Fakes the handoff. Rolls, looking to throw. Fires. That would be complete. As Brody Perkins, the big tight end. Hey, there's my quarterback tight end connection.
It is.
Coach Foley, thank you.
It is indeed.
Thank you. Nice hands, Road Dog. 48-20. 2-point conversion good. Wildcat used cars. 2-point conversion off the Caden Hewitt Citizens National Bank. Kickoff return, TD. There's a lot happening.
Yes, it is.
Mercy. 5:46 to go. Third quarter. 4th score of the quarter. 3 of the 4 for Southwestern. 6 of the last 7 TDs have been Southwestern's. 2-point conversion, good.
Okay. I don't know if I got the yards right on that return, but.
How many did you have on it?
Well, I had 57, but does that sound right?
Yeah.
No? Probably not.
Yeah, it's okay.
Probably 47, more like it, because it was on this side of the. Man.
57 works. It's all depending on 52. I was thinking, yeah, maybe 5 yards. Yeah, let's go 52. If Pat Harris says it, we're going to go with it, Michael Gregg. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not changing mine. It's too much work. I'm leaving.
You don't care what you say, Pat.
I do not. I'm just going on.
I was thinking 52, 53, but I didn't want to correct you.
You go for it.
50-something. 50-plus.
It was a great play.
Yes, it was. It absolutely was. Turn back up to the 31-yard line. Gideon Brainerd with a special teams tackle. Sand on the return. 1st and 10, Simon Kenton. For all the craziness, it is a 28-point Southwestern lead with 5:41 to go. I'm going to finish up housekeeping here.
So after 2 weeks of Southwestern scoring 55, are they going to exceed that number tonight?
At this pace, yeah.
They're on pace to do that.
Yeah, that's you think about that. Southwestern's put up 50 points per both games this year, and knocking on the door of doing it again. Pretty stout. Thrown alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. Good protection this time. Fires a seed up to the 40-yard line. It'll be complete to Williams, struggling for what he can get. Southwestern defender had him by the ankles. That was Hutchison. That would not let him go. Colin Hibbard in the vicinity as well. John Pope. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Clockwise, 5-18, blitz coming top side. Rolls away from it, near sideline, looking downfield, fires in the flat. Nice dump off. That's a pretty pass. And that'll be a first down pitch and catch. Flag will fly late. Crone will hook up with Luke Morrison. And as home folks think that one was a little quick. Maybe so, but 28-point ball game, you don't want anything to get out of hand. Another personal foul on Southwestern, and there have been way too many personal foul penalties for Southwestern tonight. Got an off week coming next week. They have got to fix that. Going on the road to Mercer County, a little under 2 weeks. Simon Kenton working the near home hash. This one might turn into a track meet late. Crone under pressure, looking downfield. Hit as he throws, fires to the end zone. Just too tall, and Crone paid the price. He'll peel himself off the deck. Slowly peeling himself off the deck. He just got drilled by a defender. That was a pretty ball off the fingertips of the receiver down at the end zone. A little worse for the wearer, though. He's got an arm.
He does. He's back up, ready to do it again.
Trips to the left, 2 to the right. Crone looking left again. Entire way. As big pop, flag will fly. This place is about to come unchained. I don't know what that flag was. It was fast. I'm talking fast. That play hadn't even stopped yet.
Yeah.
As the home folks are coming unchained, as I can kind of see on that one, as that was going to be a big pop, as Crone was staring down his intended target the entire time. And the defender knew that and broke on the football.
And that was Colin Hibbard. And if you're Coach Foley, though, you're okay with that.
Absolutely.
That was a great play by Colin Hibbard. Official just right there on top of it. And, I mean, in my opinion, made a bad call.
Yeah.
But we're going to go on and play the next down.
Faithful are barking. They've got a right to bark. First and 10 from the 15. Crone will keep it himself off left tackle for short yardage, and another flag will fly. Hey, it's a new month. Quota. Let's get the quota out of the way the first week. Let's get the quota out of the way. Well, what is this one? That will be on Simon Kenton. That will back them up. Home folks are happy. Look, if everybody's happy with the officials, that world doesn't exist.
I was going to say, yeah, somebody's not doing something right.
Yeah, exactly.
Happy.
If everybody's happy, the officials are not doing their job. It'll be first and long after that penalty on Simon Kenton. Crone looking to throw, fires, and that will be caught. Paying the price. Reception is good. Give that reception to Nathan Kitchens. No flag that I see. Second and long, 2nd and 9. Under 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Crone does a nice job spreading the ball around.
He does. Does a really nice job. He'll keep it himself this time. Straight up the gut, makes a couple guys miss. Crone sidesteps another guy. Just take it on into the end zone, young man. Crone with the toe. TD. 15-yard touchdown run.
That's what I had.
Thanks, sir. Crone on. A couple of passing touchdowns. 3 passing touchdowns tonight for Crone. That one on the ground. He will hold the snap. It is up, and it is blocked. Big time penetration.
That's John Poe on the block.
Big 6'1", getting to it. Blocking the point after. 3:38 to go, third quarter, 48-26, Southwestern.
John Poe with that block. Again, we've called his name a few times, maybe making a case for defensive player of the game. Sponsored by Central Collision Center. Even the most defensive drivers can't prepare for everything, but no worries. Central Collision Center, located on the 914 bypass across from the flea market, takes what is often a difficult situation and handles the details for you. From seamless auto body claims processing to high-quality auto body repairs, car detailing, and much more. Central Collision Center is a family-owned and run body shop. They have an experienced team of auto body repair technicians and painters who use the latest equipment and receive the best training a body shop can provide. You can rest assured that your auto body repair is being done right, putting you back on the road as quickly and safely as possible. And Brad Carroll and the staff at CC's Furniture would like to wish all of our local area high school football student athletes and coaches a successful and injury-free season. Stop by and see us at CC's for any and all your home furnishing needs. Go Teams! And Master Barber Brian Hood at Shiner's Barbershop invites you to experience Somerset's only true two-tradition barbershop, located in the old Video Palace in Somerset. For your next haircut, straight razor, and hot towel shave, or maybe you need to style and trim up the beard, go to @BHoodFaded on Facebook or ShinersBarbershop.com and book your next appointment with Brian Hood.
Can I just say something?
Sure.
How good do those Lake Cumberland Sports hat looks?
They look great.
How good do those hats look right there?
Look great.
Look at Nick Hibbert down there taking those pictures with that hat on backwards. See the logos, see the
Magic Monograms.
Man, that's nice.
Courtesy of Magic Monograms.
Thank you, Magic Monograms.
And Kelly and Kevin Lloyd.
Absolutely. Those mighty sharp. Mighty, mighty sharp. Yes. But we'll send that one away, and it will trickle out of bounds for our visitor sideline. We've exchanged scores since the 6:42 mark here in the third quarter. Southwestern with 3 scores in the quarter. Simon Kenton with a couple. It's been Western score with 6:42 to go in the quarter. Simon Kenton with 5:52. Southwestern back with 5:46 in the quarter. The latest, a Simon Kenton touchdown with 3:38 to go in the quarter. Track meet.
Colin Burton trots out onto the football field.
48-26. Southwestern with the lead on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Caden Hewitt, who scored the last touchdown for Southwestern on special teams, splits. Bottom side of your vision there. Tanner Wright straight up the gut. As he'll be wrapped up by the hips. Dropped at the 41. Some folks wanting a late hit. Officials will not oblige. Decent pickup on first down. Second and about 4. 3:18 to go. Third quarter, long third quarter. Warriors looking to go to 3-0. Warriors heading into the bye week next week. We'll travel to Mercer County in less than 2 weeks. Next Warrior broadcast for you here on Lake Cumberland Sports. Connor Crisp with the handoff, sweeping right side. A flag will fly late. Connor will get up to the midfield stripe. But what will the flag be? Stop. Higher. Apply on the stop. That will be holding on Southwestern, and the Warriors, if they don't work on anything else in the off week, got to work on not getting penalized. Easier said than done. Penalties have killed Southwestern tonight. I say that, and they still lead by 20 plus. But eventually, one of those will come at a moment that is not beneficial. And Simon Kenton will take the Ron Shaw Realtor timeout with 2:49 to go in the third quarter. Warriors lead 48-26.
And Wildcat Used Cars, big city inventory, small town prices, located at 4469 South Highway 27 here in Somerset. You can reach them on the phone, 606-451-0737. They are open 9 to 7 daily. WildcatUsedCars.com. They have over 260 pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs in stock and still growing. Like us on Facebook. We have over 17,200 likes. Financing available with rates as low as 2.9%. Local banks, credit unions, and major national banks. We buy cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bring what you have by to receive a cash offer. Locally owned and operated. WildcatUsedCars.com.
Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, high school football. It's the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Southwestern 2-0, Simon Kenton 0-2. The Warriors 5A, Simon Kenton 3A. Is his first road contest of the season for the Pioneers, as they will return home next Friday night to tangle with Beechwood, who easily dispatched Somerset last night, 49-0. 2nd and 14 here for the Warriors. Burton out of the gun. Hands it off Brainerd. Sweeping near sideline. Looking for the edge. He's got it. 35-40. Bulldogs the guy. Still rumbling. Brainerd not going down without a fight as Rock will finally finish him off at the midfield marker. Turner Realty Group. First down. A big bull. Gideon Brainerd. I love when we get to do Buffalo Wings and Rings video games of the week for several reasons. One of those reasons, video documentation of Gideon Brainerd.
That's exactly right. The young man is a specimen.
My goodness, that young man.
Josh, Southwestern's tally on the evening, 366 yards rushing thus far.
That is sick. Whoop. As Burton. Either returned the wrong way or somebody went the wrong way.
Zigged when he should have zagged.
Oopsie. 2nd and 11. You would not think that was designed that way. 2nd and 11, clock winds under 2 minutes to go. What has been a century-long third quarter. And Mason here getting a start at quarterback tonight, relieved by Colin Burton. Who's really making that change. Colin has played well. Wishbone set behind 4. More whistles. 97 seconds to go. And it'll be start on Southwestern. I did not see that one.
That's 12th penalty on Southwestern for 135 penalty yards thus far.
And we'll have to talk about that in Coach Foley postgame show. That's,
3 penalties on Simon Kenton this evening.
12 on Southwestern, 3 on Simon Kenton.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Now, there was several offsetting that I didn't figure into that.
Yeah, that's going to make Southwestern's worse.
so tonight is Cowboy theme, and we've got some line dancing going on down here on the track.
We do. Get down, turn around, go to town, boot, scoot, and boogie. We've got a cowboy hat that's got lights on it. Nearly right in front of you. Burton looking to throw on cowboy hat night. Kate Hewitt caught at the 30. Wrapped up and dropped at around the 20. Burton to Hewitt. First down, pitch and catch. Turner Realty Group first down. Burton, you couldn't have loaded it out there any better.
That was pretty.
Nice catch by Caden Hewitt. He trying to shake the heebie-jeebies out of that arm as he was taken down in a heap. That was nice. Warriors working on things. 60 seconds to go, third quarter, leading comfortably, 48-26. That was nice. That was a nice route for Hewitt, too. Wishbone set. As the handoff goes to Tanner Wright. Off left tackle. 15. 10 to the 5. Slung out of bounds. It'll be a first and goal for Southwestern as they enter the Rick Barker red zone. Southwestern looking across that 50-plus threshold for a third straight week. That's stout.
And it seems to be a safe bet at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Warriors change of personnel here. It was 13-7 Simon Kenton at the end of one, 26-13 at the half. We've swapped scores back and forth since the 6:42 mark here in the quarter. 39 seconds to go. Warriors first and goal from the 5. Bone set. As Dylan Bland looking inside right tackle, nothing there. He'll string it out. Dylan Bland. Take it to the house. Dylan Bland. A hat trick for Bland. Citizens National Bank touchdown. Number 3 for number 2. 54-26 Southwestern. 5-yard touchdown run. Is that what you had?
Let me look.
Sorry, I should have waited.
No, you're good. 6 yards, what I got.
Thank you.
Dylan Bland busts out to the outside. He likes his chances if he's one-on-one with his speed.
I want to get back to that here in a second. As Burton fakes the handoff, throws back in the end zone. Brody Perkins. I see it, Coach Foley. I think he's found something on the two-point conversion. Road dog. Brody Perkins with the two-point conversion, his second straight, 56-26 Southwestern. Looked like that play was supposed to go kind of right inside the tackle, right off the tackle. Bland saw that, went that way, nothing there, and then went, I'm going off script because there's nothing there.
Mano.
Yeah, absolutely. Mano. I know I'm faster than you. I'm bouncing it outside. Scores. That's pretty.
That's exactly right. And you could almost see when Bland stuck his hand out, almost to stiff arm, but like, I'm going to stiff arm you, but you're not close enough for me to stiff arm you.
But I'm going to show you.
I'm going to say I can.
If you come any closer.
But I'm faster than you.
Exactly. Just show it.
Yeah.
You don't need it. Just show it.
2 back-to-back weeks for Dylan Bland just really been impressive. So making a strong case for player of the game. We'll see how that shakes out. We've got to consult with none other than Jeremiah Jones.
Exactly.
About that.
Tough life he lives.
You are watching Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services High School Football on Lake Cumberland Sports. Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services made it their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 22 years. Stay healthy at home with counseling services for children and adults using your phone or computer. Call Entrust at 606-676-0638 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services to learn more about how they can help you or your family today. At Entrust, your mental health matters.
Well, let us kill another tree. We go to a new sheet.
I got you.
I've ran out of room on my first sheet. Scoring has
good problem to have.
Been so plentiful. Absolutely it is. 56-26 Southwestern. 32.4 seconds to go in a quarter that will not end. Moore will send it away. Spot kick at 30. 35. And slung out of bounds. This player will slip as he got on rubber surface here at Southwestern on the near sideline. Will be sand on the return. The clock winds as it will now be stopped. Simon Kenton will have at least one more here. Will return by sand to his own 40. Comfortable, to say the least, for Southwestern. Again, much like last week, it's the opposition that had the advantage at the end of one. Southwestern gets 5 unanswered. Second quarter into the third quarter, kind of pulled away, and since then we've just swapped scores since 6:42 to go. Blitz coming, picked up. Pitch and catch, incomplete as Crone let it fly, as the intended target was Jackson Galbraith. Heard some footsteps from
Major was given chase.
Indeed.
But he got a good pop from looked like the left tackle or guard kind of pulled.
2nd and 10. Again, pressure. Sack! Another sack for Southwestern.
That's Ezra Major.
Getting after the quarterback, Ezra Major. That will be all for a long third quarter. That'll be third down facing Simon Kenton. It's 56-26 through 3. Southwestern has this one in hand.
Stressed, anxious, depressed? Well, Coach Foley's not.
No.
At Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters. Entrust offers you the flexibility of providing your counseling services in their office, on the phone, or through your computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit their website at entrust-healthcare.com and get services started for you or anyone in your family today. At Entrust, your mental health matters. And a big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships, Kentucky, for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of summer savings at any of their 4 Somerset locations or visit them on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family Dealerships. They treat you like family. And you are watching the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Buffalo Wings and Rings. Wings created your way and always fresh, never frozen burgers. I'm going to try to get you our next video game on Lake Cumberland Sports.
I was wondering about that very thing.
I'm going to get it because I do not know at the moment. Should know that.
Shameful, Michael Greg. Shameful.
Forgive me?
Shameful. I don't either. I'm just throwing you under the bus. So I'm not sure.
Next video game of the week's on September 10th. Somerset versus Paintsville. on the Buffalo Wings and Rings Video Game of the Week.
Next week
on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Right here on Lake Cumberland Sports. Looking to throw under pressure, and he will be sacked again. Back at around the 26-yard line. Big man, Maddox Mink. Simon Kenton facing a 4th and forever. Punting unit coming in. We talk about numbers that Southwestern offense have put on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. 56 points. Coach Payne's defense, my goodness, they have got after Simon Kenton.
Oh, absolutely.
Goodness sakes.
We've mentioned Mink several times, Ezra Major, just really, and Cody Harmon, just putting a ton of pressure on Crone all night long.
It's like a prize fight. Southwestern's like, okay, we're going to give you the opening quarter. As Petty will get this one away, Bland will step up to try to return it. It's returnable. 42 stringing far sideline, and Bland will be shut down at the 45 as that stop will be made by Caleb Blyer. It's like almost like Southwestern's like, okay, we know this is a prize fight. We're giving you the first quarter. We're going to fill you out. After the first quarter, it is on like Donkey Kong. We're bringing it.
It does seem that way.
I mean, it does. I know that's not how it is,
but the coach is scripted.
No,
that
they
way.
don't. But it certainly looks like they do. If that's the way they're doing it,
I'm not going to argue.
Absolutely not. You'd be foolish too. 1st and 10 Southwestern as third quarterback of the night.
Well,
we'll see Ryan Anderson trot in.
We did talk early, even back at Buffalo Wings and Rings Coaches Show in the preseason. The expectations for this squad are high.
Yeah.
And they're deserved.
Absolutely.
Because you can see, I mean, this team is stout.
We'll talk about that here in a second. Anderson is first play from scrimmage. Will be a pitch and catch. That will be complete to Mason Hibbard.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Mason Hibbard to the house. One pass for young Ryan Anderson. One touchdown. Mason Hibbard. Hibby. So Warriors exceed 60 points here tonight.
And that was all Mason Hibbard.
Yes, it was. Quick pitch and catch. Southwestern clicking on all cylinders. 10:50 to go.
On that play, Josh, earlier you talked about how much we love Mason Hibbard. That play kind of encapsulates why we like him at receiver.
Absolutely.
Because he has a dynamic and the vision and the speed to do some special things.
Absolutely. Mason Hibbard with his first receiving touchdown. Clock should wind. Yeah. Citizens National Bank touchdown. Here comes the Wildcat Used Cars 2-point conversion. Anderson looking, fires, low throw. Incomplete. Jones his intended target. As the 2-point conversion fails, it remains 62-26. Palindrome game, if you will. 2-point conversion, no good. Housekeeping here, 62-26. I know you got Reeds to help us pay some bills. Follow up on something after that. Sorry.
Since 1979, Modern Systems has been protecting communities all across Kentucky. And they're proud to be part of the communities they serve, spending time and sponsorships to numerous charities like Project 5810, Relay for Life, March of Dimes, Heart Walk, local school programs, and many more. Modern Systems, your neighbors and your friends, and they work 24/7 to protect the things that matter most to you, from homes to businesses to schools and churches. Let Modern Systems be your trusted name in security. And Rick Barker, Galby Realty and Auction, names you know, names you can trust. Real estate and auction services for farm, commercial, residential, and personal. Galby Realty and Auction has 49 years of experience in the real estate and auction business, and they're ready to put that to work for you. Go online at galbyrealty.com for more information.
62-26 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Warriors have this one in hand. 10:50 to go. A couple things I want to follow up on. Hibbard at wide receiver. That's why, for me, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave the quarterback situation alone. As we've seen Hibbard start at quarterback, Burton come in, now Anderson here late. That's why we've seen what Hewitt has done tonight. You got Hewitt on one side. We know what Mason can do at his receiver spot on the other side. That's why, for me, Burton's your quarterback, or Anderson's your quarterback. So that's sent away to the 20. Williams on the return up to the 36-yard line just because Mason gives you that dynamic on the edge. On the other edge, you've got Hewitt. I understand completely why they want why Southwestern wants Hibbert at quarterback. He's smart on smart on smart. He knows your defense. He knows your offense. He knows it. Mason knows it. For me, he doesn't look comfortable at quarterback. I take that out of the picture, not looking comfortable at quarterback, because of what you just saw. As you said, that pitch and catch from Anderson.
It was breakaway speed.
To Hibbert.
Breakaway speed.
The whole thing was Hibbert.
It was all Mason Hibbert.
Yards after the catch.
Yep.
That's why Coach Foley knows way more than I do about this game. That's why Burton or Anderson's my quarterback. And Crone will short hop that one to Williams. A long throw coming to the near side.
Well, and I think in the conversation I had with Coach Foley on Friday, I told him, I said, it's about what creates matchup problems for the other team.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's like, how can I defend Southwestern?
Yeah.
And when Mason Hibbert's outside, Southwestern's harder to defend.
Yeah, absolutely. As that pitch and catch will be complete. First down yardage for Simon Kenton.
But you're right.
Mentioned running clock. I mean, it's a tough decision, and it's a hard call, and not having a clear cut. Yeah, I don't know. But the way Hewitt has played tonight, you got Hibbert on the other side. That should be a holding call, but not going to get one. Crone looking down the field. He was past the line of scrimmage, too. And a flag will fly at the end of it. Wouldn't you figure? There was at least 2 penalties on Simon Kenton there. But I'm not crying because it's 62-26.
I was getting ready to say, and even the whole quarterback carousel, it's hard to argue with the results.
Absolutely.
I mean, Southwestern's going to walk out of this one 3-0.
But you and I talk all the time about Mason's confidence. That's what it comes down to. What it really comes down to is the decision of the coaching staff and Coach Jason Foley. That's all that matters. We just discussed, talk openly. Now, the other conversation I wanted to have was the expectation. You mentioned expectations.
Uh-huh. So there's
and we've got offsetting penalties. That's the 4th time we've seen those tonight. That one didn't happen. Mercy. Expectations. I ran into Chandler Golver this week on groceries. In conversation with Chandler and his soon-to-be bride, Madison Cook. As the pitch and catch is complete to Williams. He'll shake loose near sideline. Down to the 20, 15, wrapped up and dropped as he's caught from behind inside the 10. Yes, big pitch and catch. Williams Crone as the stop will be made by Jonas Gallagher. Expectations. Chandler said, this might be Southwestern's year. It absolutely might. And you mentioned Coach Foley not shying away from those expectations. None of the Warriors are. Nobody puts more pressure on themselves than Coach Foley and Southwestern. Crone stringing it out far sideline. He will tuck it and run. He'll run out of bounds. And a flag will fly from the white hat way behind the play. He was 10 yards behind the play and fires a flag. Great to run into Chandler in Madison. Chandler, former Southwestern Warrior. One of my favorite Southwestern Warriors ever to put on a uniform here at Southwestern. So Southwestern's got it rolling. They got a chance. Get a little luck.
Well, you've talked about their hashtags. Tell us what their hashtags are again.
Those hashtags, no excuses, uncharted territory.
And I thought I saw one more this week. Was it 1 yard, 1 point?
1 yard, 1 point, yeah.
So I think that they're kind of looking at that expectations and welcoming them.
Absolutely. Staring it right in the face and going after it. Pitch and catch. Crone to Williams again. I would pay money to watch them play. It's a smooth combination. Six minutes to go in this one. Warriors lead 62-26. Crone flushed out of the pocket. Looking downfield. He will dump it off, trying to dump it off to his tight end. That'll be incomplete. As big tight end Gavin Riley with a couple of receptions earlier couldn't reel that one in.
I think he might have been hearing footsteps on that one.
Believe so. Let me reset it.
Mad at himself for not pulling that one in.
And another flag. I missed that one. That will be holding on Southwestern. Defensive hold. Approaching 5 minutes to go. So the earlier penalty was on Simon Kenton. That backed him up first and goal from around the 19. Now after that Southwestern penalty, it'll be second and goal from
6.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate the spot. Handoff goes to the lone setback inside. Handoff, Win Rice. He will get close. But deny the end zone. Third and goal from about 3.
Make some noise.
4:40 to go in the fourth. 62-26 Southwestern. Crone out of the gun. He's going to tuck it and take it himself as he will get into the end zone. More a late score by Crone. He has 3 through the air, now 2 on the ground. Both of those quarterback keepers, and both of those are designed. 3-yard touchdown keeper by Crone. How far was the Anderson to Hibbert touchdown? Sorry, you're working.
56 yards.
Thank you, sir. We continue to swap scores here late in this one. It's been that way since 6:52 to go in the third. Good penetration again from Southwestern as that Petty extra point is up and good. That will make it 62-33. Clock stop. No, it's going to keep on rolling, obviously. Running clock. So hesitate momentarily. That score coming with 3:46 to go in the fourth.
Offensive linemen are committed to protecting their quarterbacks, and defensive linemen are committed to stopping the ball carrier. At United Cumberland Bank, they are committed to the communities they serve. Their personal and business banking services help you protect what is financially important to you. United Cumberland Bank would like to honor tonight's lineman of the game, Matt Loy. Visit them at unitedcumberland.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Mr. Matthew Loy going to be our lineman of the game tonight, Josh.
I like it.
Jeremiah Jones texted me just a few minutes ago, and going to go ahead and get that one out of the way.
How does he do that? While running the camera, he can text and run camera.
Multi-talented young man.
I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. And he can shoot a shot like that, like you see right there, the Simon Kenton huddle, and text at the same time.
Yeah.
See, if I do that, my camera's going to drift. I'm like, why do we have a shot of the random 26-yard line? Why? I don't know. Oh, Josh is texting. Stop texting. Put the phone down.
Josh again.
Yeah. 62-33 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA score, but I think I heard Jeremiah just drop his phone, though.
He's got insurance on it,
I hope so. Petty will send it away from the 8-yard line. That's a good plan. Run, as the mama said. Straight up the gut. Connor Crisp on the return as he'll get north of the 35. First and 10 for Southwestern. Loy, our lineman of the game. Offensive player of the game. Defensive player of the game.
Our defensive player of the game. Even the most defensive drivers can't prepare for everything, but no worries. Central Collision Center, located on the 914 bypass, across from the flea market, takes what is often a difficult situation and handles the details for you. From seamless auto body claims processing to high-quality auto body repairs.
That one stays on the ground. Flag will fly in the backfield. Tanner Wright turns it upfield. Minute 15 to go. You can even hear it in the PA guys for us. Yes.
Yeah.
I got to that point about halfway through the third. This crew is loving that illegal contact play. Illegal contact call. And why is Tanner still in the game? 62-33. He is now out.
I'm just going to wipe that one off the book.
Well, the final seconds of this one. Mr. Saturday Night Special. All blue and orange. It was 13-7 at the end of one. Simon Kenton. Since then, all Southwestern. All the time. As under 20 seconds to go here. Warriors don't even have to run a play if they don't want. The play clock never started. So the Warriors will come to the line, and 62-33 will be your final score. Nicely done by the officiating crew to just let this one end. As Southwestern, a big Saturday night victory at the reservation, 62-33. Your final score, the Warriors improved to 3-0 on the year. They will head into the bye week on a 3-game winning streak as they look to tangle with Mercer County. Less than 2 weeks on the road. We'll have that for you here at Lake Cumberland Sports. Simon Kenton, for the first time under a 22-year head coach, that being Coach Jeff Marksberry. They're 0-3 as Simon Kenton returns home to host Beechwood next Friday night. 13-7 at the end of 126-13 at intermission. We'll pick it up there in the third. 9:49 to go in the third quarter. 15-yard touchdown run by Tanner Wright. 32-13. The two-point conversion no good. 32-13. Southwestern scores their fifth unanswered score at the contest. 6:42 to go in the third. A 33-yard touchdown run by Dylan Bland. That makes it 38-13. The two-point conversion good. 40-13. And then we swap scores back and forth for the next little bit. Simon Kent scores with 5:52 to go in the third. A 42-yard touchdown pass, Crone to Sand, 40-19. Petty's extra point good, 40-20. Southwestern would score with 5:46 to go. Their second special teams touchdown of the night, a 52-yard touchdown kickoff return by Caden Hewitt, 46-20. Two-point conversion good, 48-20. Southwestern. Simon Kent scores with 3:38 to go in the third. 15-yard touchdown run by Crone. That makes it 48-26. Petty's extra point no good. 48-26 score remains. Southwestern would score with 32 seconds to go in the third. A 6-yard touchdown run by Dylan Bland. His third touchdown of the night. Give him the hat trick. 54-26. Two-point conversion good. 56-26. Southwestern would score. Back-to-back scores. From the third into the fourth. Southwestern's final score of the night coming with 10:50 to go in the fourth. Get that running clock. 56-yard touchdown pass. Henderson to Hibbard. 62-26. Two-point conversion fails. 62-26. Final score of the night goes to Simon Kenton. 3:46 to go in the contest. A 3-yard touchdown run by Crone. He has 3 through the air, 2 on the ground. 62-32. Petty's his point after is good. 62-33. Your final score.
So on the evening, Simon Kenton's total offensive numbers 280 yards. Southwestern 517. Passing the football, Simon Kenton had 252 yards. Southwestern 130. Rushing, Southwestern ends the evening with 387 yards to Simon Kenton's 28. Turnovers, Southwestern had the one turnover, and Simon Kenton also had one. First down, Southwestern had 22 to Simon Kenton's 19. Third down conversion, Southwestern 5 out of 8 for 62%. Simon Kenton 4 out of 11 for 36%. Individual statistics for Southwestern, Colin Burton 5 out of 6 passing for 57 yards. Ryan Anderson 1 out of 1 for 56 in the touchdown. That was courtesy of Mason Hibbard. Mason Hibbard 2 out of 2 for 17. Rushing the football on the night, Tanner Wright 14 rushes, 168 yards, 2 TDs. Dylan Bland 6 rushes, 76 yards, 3 touchdowns. Connor Crisp 3 for 48 and a touchdown. Gideon Brainerd 7 for 41. Colin Burton 4 for 41. And then Christian Walden 2 for 9. Mason Hibbard 2 for 4. Receiving the football, Caden Hewitt had 4 receptions for 64 yards. Mason Hibbard 1 for 56 in that TD. Christian Walden 1 for 10. Connor Crisp 1 for 5. Gideon Brainerd had the 1 reception for a -5. Defensively, Mason Hibbard has an interception, and it's honestly, Josh, That's going to wrap up the statistics for me. We've got a couple more players of the game to give out. Our Central Collision Center Defensive Player of the Game. Even the most defensive drivers can't prepare for everything, but don't worry. Central Collision Center, located on 914 Bypass across from the flea market, takes what is often a difficult situation and handles the details for you. From seamless auto body claims processing to high-quality auto body repairs, car detailing, and much more. Central Collision Center is a family-owned and run body shop. They have an experienced team of auto body repair technicians and painters who use the latest equipment and receive the best training a body shop can provide. You can rest assured that your auto body repair is being done right, putting you back on the road as quickly and safely as possible. Our Central Collision Center Defensive Player of the Game, I'm really all over the place here, but I'm going to go with Mason Hibbard. He had the interception. I think it was a key moment that happened. He ended up having a touchdown on the offensive side of the football. I think that helps him as well. But my Central Collision Center Defender of the Game, Defensive Player of the Game, it's going to be Mason Hibbard. Offensively, Josh, we've got really kind of two standouts to select from. A lot of players jumping off the page tonight. Running the football, Tanner Wright leads the Warriors with 168 yards, has 2 TDs. Dylan Bland has 3 TDs. I'm going to go Bland. Young man was perfect last week. He was 2 for 2, 2 TDs. He has 3 this week. So I'm going to give my Offensive Player of the Game, Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game, to number 2 DB, Dylan Bland.
You can't go wrong.
Wow.
That's a good problem to have.
It's a good
on
problem
offense
to have
and defense, man.
when you're hanging 62 points. Yeah.
That's living right. That is living right. Big win for Southwestern, 62-33. And once again, Southwestern trailed at the end of 1, and then they go on that spurt, 5 unanswered, to kind of really, all intents and purposes, put it away, even though the track meet, the back and forth got started with 6:52 to go in the third. The game was, all intents and purposes, over.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Southwestern with the expectations. They're matching those expectations.
Absolutely, brother.
And going to travel up to 27 to play Mercer in a couple weeks, and we'll see how that one plays out.
Absolutely. Less than 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Saturday night. Mr. Saturday night special was a good one for Southwestern.
This was different, and the results, if you're Southwestern, you like the results. So I'm not sure you want to make a habit out of playing on Saturdays, but for here, tonight, they'll take it.
Absolutely. Well done, my friend.
Thank you. He's Josh McKinney. I'm Michael Gregg, Pat Harris, Jeremiah Jones. We are Lake Cumberland Sports. Nick Hibbard on the photos down there as well. Thanks for joining us. Again, next video game of the week will be next week at Somerset on the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Have a great evening, everybody.